Well, in either case, you know, just good grief, sorry. But anyway, hello everyone. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. We are on the last bit of the Windbloom Festival. Wait for the appointed time and go to the Mondstadt Plaza. What is the appointed time, though? I like that it just says wait for the appointed time, but it doesn't actually tell you what that time is. It's like, you have a feature that lets me advance time. So it would be nice if, you know, you told me what time to advance to. And most quests do, is the thing. But I like how quests lately have just been like, oh, normally we would tell you when to go? Nah. I guess now is the appointed time, maybe? Okay, I'm assuming this has something to do with it? Or is this completely unrelated and is just something that I've never seen before? Ah. No, that seems to be completely unrelated. But now I want to know what it is. I've never seen that before. Rick. I mean, it is a little difficult to just, like, stay on this. Watch as there's, like, nothing that comes from this. Also, it's definitely better to stay more to the right than to the left as you go around. Huh. Sneaky chest. Alright. Sneaky little chest there. Hi, Jean.
Jean?
Traveler, excuse me. I should address you as honorary knight under the circumstances. I suppose you heard? You're this year's Windbloom Star. You will be making an offering of Windblooms to the Animo Archon Barbados on behalf of the whole of Mondstadt. Although, things will be a little different this time.
Yeah. But with us and the Tone Deaf Bard here, this year's Windbloom Festival is sure to be bigger than ever.
That is true. Thank you for taking up residence in Mondstadt, and I hope you continue to enjoy Mondstadt life. Oh, the Windbloom ceremony is about to begin. Windbloom Star, have you chosen your Windbloom?
So we choose one type of flower, then offer it to the Animo Archon, right?
Exactly right. Please consider your choice carefully. Remember, you are representing the whole of Mondstadt.
Hey, Venti, what kind of flower do you like?
Very good. Trying to cheat, are we? Hey, don't you two go spilling secrets during an occasion like this.
They told us. Don't worry about me. Choose something you like. I trust your tastes.
So, honorary knight, what is your choice?
There are a lot of choices. The wolf hook just seems like the weirdest one of them all, honestly. But this is Cecilia.
Oh, same idea as Beatrice. Cecilia's for Windblooms. Pretty niche, but not without advocates.
On behalf of the people of Mondstadt, please offer your Windbloom to the statue.
Make a Windbloom offering to the Animal Archon. And the ceiling on the altar sways gently in the breeze.
Very good. Thank you, Windbloom Star, for your sincere Windbloom offering to the Animo Archon Barbados. May the wind protect Mondstadt.
Huh. Interesting choice.
You like it?
Take a guess.
Typical tone-deaf bard. Stop making people guess all the time.
Okay, I'll tell you. But not here, though. Not a good idea with so many people in the plaza. Change of surroundings needed.
Where should we go?
I want you to come with me to Storm Terror's lair.
Alright. There's a Storm Terror's lair, huh? I thought I was just like, hey, Venti, what kind of flower you like? Make an offering to Barbados. Hey, Barbados! That was great, honestly. Over there, huh? If I had known it wanted me to go to the entrance... Honestly, I don't think there's a waypoint any closer to the entrance anyway. I'm watching this ruins guard though. Okay, he's going away. Oh, there was literally a waypoint right there. So, yeah, there was actually a waypoint right there. If I had known that was where the quest was, could have just used that waypoint. Oh well.
It's been a while since I've come here, and things have gotten a little out of order. Traveler, shall we clear the area up a bit? Let's call it our Windbloom gift to Dvalin.
So the issue of the disorderly wind currents.
Doesn't Dvalin want to take part in the Windbloom Festival too?
He's not here, but I sense he'll be back soon. Right. I'll let you handle that area. I'll take another. Let's meet up top when we're done.
Well, I mean, at least that means Dvalin is alive. I kind of had assumed he was dead. So at least it's nice to know that he's still alive.
Oh, how exciting!
Alright. I keep forgetting that there's, like, the ability to set up, like, individual parties.
Come with me.
Oh good, he didn't see me. Main reason I switched to this was because this is actually my team that's good against them. But he didn't even see me, so it's fine. I do need Animo, though. Oh, I see. These guys are creating like a barrier. Avoid this. Got it.
No escape!
While they're, you know, in the fire, try to get a few overloads on them.
Let the show begin.
Try to get some healing off here. Screw you. Ow, there's still somebody left.
The wind here is in chaos.
Got it.
We need to find a way to restore the wind's direction. Something's wrong.
I see. I kind of assumed that I needed to hit the things before hitting the switch.
Okay, that should do it. Let's go find our tone-deaf bard.
Whee! Oh my god. I did that without even thinking. I definitely had not expected to just get yeeted over here by that. That was pretty great. Not gonna lie. Weird statue. This doesn't, at least it's not gonna wake up here at the moment. Really, Venti? Maybe have to freaking glide over to you.
Now, this is a view.
It's a pleasant atmosphere.
Isn't it? I am fond of this place. Sometimes when I've got nothing else to do, I come here just to sit and gaze a while.
You mean sit and laze around?
Guilty as charged. It's so beautiful. If only we had some cider in hand. So, Traveler, the Mondstadt Windbloom Festival. Do you like it?
It's great to be with everyone.
And yet, you still have something you wish to ask, do you not? I know your question. What are Windblooms exactly? And what do Windblooms in the Windbloom Festival mean to Barbados, the Animo Archon? As you've seen, the people of Mondstadt each make their own choice. Out of the millions of flowers there are, some choose the dandelion, others choose the windwheel aster.
It does seem like Windbloom means something unique to each person.
Correct, and long may that be the case. There is no single answer, and no true Windblooms in existence.
So, Windblooms don't really exist?
The word
No
Windbloom
surprise
dates from
there.
the age of Old Mondstadt. It was a code word that the people used to stay in contact and mount resistance in secret. At that time, the people often said that the stronger the wind blows, the firmer the roots of the Windbloom grow, and the brighter the flowers that burst into bloom. If you want my perspective, Windblooms don't exist. Yet they are all around us nonetheless. They are the spirit of yearning for freedom, the courage to follow the wind wherever it may lead. All objects that are beautiful and worthy of blessing. All can be Windblooms.
You can't see them, but you can feel their presence everywhere, just like the wind.
Well said. So what are Windblooms? Something that the Animo Archon Barbados will not define. Flowers of blessings, flowers of respect, flowers of love. Every individual has their own Windblooms, and every individual has the right to define them.
Guess it's no surprise that the tiny flower given by the City of Freedom to its deity is in itself an expression of freedom.
Right. I enjoy the feeling of freedom
I know.
too.
It is people's shared will that brings them onto the same page. And surely, it is the wind of freedom that brought us together. It comes from the end of the journey, the edge of the world, the depths of our hearts. It is ceaseless.
Hmm.
Who was it that stroked your bloodied, determined visage? By stream flowing small, by boulder standing large. Who was it that embraced your weary yet noble soul? In dreams deep, in skies soaring. Dear friend, I am leading you by the hand into the night where lanterns shine bright, to tell you a tale of freedom and dreams. The tale of where this festival begins. The Windbloom Festival originated in the Crown of the North, the City of Freedom.
Oh, we gotta bring enough supplies this time. Otherwise, you'll go hungry again.
So, if you're asking me,
Unofficial business? We're grateful to you.
As are we to you.
Funny, we haven't gotten together for a little while.
It's been so busy lately.
what should we do on this day?
Aww.
Mr. Albedo,
How's the research?
Yay!
we've had a few issues.
Have a look at this. Of course, any good tavern offers bar snacks.
Really?
How should we do it? Who should we do it for? Quietly? Or boldly? Make the first move, or trust a chance.
Noel! Oh no!
Sorry, so sorry! My answer is this. So long as we can both share fond memories. It doesn't matter. Let the heart decide.
Hi, Devalin. He's alive and well. Yay! So happy to see. Well, alright. Well, that was it. That was short. That was much shorter than I expected. So it's really just the one quest line. That was a nice ending, though. I liked the, like, FMV there at the end. Not quite enough. I'll wait till I have a couple more. I mean, I guess technically it was 2. Because, like, one of them ended and unlocked the Windbloom research report. But, still. I like that cinematic there at the end. That was a nice cinematic. Windbloom research report. Talk to Saeed. There he is. A romantic tradition. Now this is worth researching. What are you doing? Dear traveler, if you come to the library due to your interest in Monset's romantic songs as well. Still, words on a page can be read any time. The history that happens all around us will slip away in but an instant. People of Monset have many special rituals during this cozy romantic time known as the Windbloom Festival. What form do these traditions take, and what is the history behind them? These are both most promising research angles. I'm currently writing a research report, and I believe that descriptions alone will not suffice. Can you help me take some pictures of the sites around the Windbloom Festival? I'm helping with my research. I will certainly cite you in my acknowledgments. All the following deserve to be recorded. The floral decorations in the fountain plaza Animal Archon statue adorned with flowers in front of the cathedral, and the flower shop owner hard at work. Please help me take pictures of these sites. Pass these photos to me afterwards. Alright. That's kind of interesting, actually. And I'm trying to, like, figure out what part of this is... What part of this was locked. But I don't actually know. Do I have to go in this order? I guess so. Yeah, it's not... It doesn't let me, like, choose which order I want to do them in. That's a little annoying. Just because it would be a little faster to go, you know, downwards than to go upwards. But oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Take a picture of Flora. I have to wait for her to be available. I guess that one didn't count?
We'll be offering the flowers.
These sunsettias look like. There's no way they're sweeter than the ones I'm already selling.
Zoom in, maybe?
They're dandelions, of course.
Why you no work? Hey, you can actually buy some of these flowers here. So that's cool. But again, why you no work? I mean, I've taken picture of Flora many times now.
I wonder who will be offering the...
I don't know what more you want, game.
Of course.
Just me.
Hey, finally the Windbloom Festival.
If I like walk away, it'll give me like the thing. So that I can like see where I need to be standing. Excuse me? What? Excuse me? Apparently I can't take a picture of Flora right now because of another quest. What? But she's right there. Oh my god, Genshin! It's not that hard to just make all of your quests compatible with each other. Especially when they're of the same event. It's really not hard. Freaking... Like, this is a professional game studio. This is the kind of thing I would expect from, like, an indie game developer. But, like, MiHoYo has made many other games before this, as far as I understand. You know, Honkai Impact had been around for a while, you know? Like, this is the kind of thing I would expect from, like, Hello Games when they first put out No Man's Sky, kind of thing. But it's, like, I would expect now that, like, they wouldn't have this issue kind of thing. So are you Fatui or not celebrating the Weed Plume Festival? I probably won't. What are you up to? Me? Oh, it's you. Come on. Why are you giving me that look of suspicion again? I was just talking to that kid. I wasn't going to do anything bad. Like you Fatui, you really don't celebrate the Wind Bloom Festival. Hey, what about you? Are you not going to enjoy the Weed Plume Festival either? Well, I'm sure the Monset's honorary night has a great many duties to attend to during the Wind Bloom Festival. Isn't that right? Well, doesn't someone look smug? Nothing. Speaking of nothing, if you haven't got anything else to do, why don't you do me a quick favor? This kid's parents have gone out shopping amid the festival. She's been left here in the care of the sisters. But as you know, everyone's got their own fair share of business to attend to because of the festivities. And even the sisters. Kind of time to play with this girl. That's how she latched on to me. But as you must also surely see now, I can't simply leave the cathedral. The only thing I can do is talk to her. What a shame that even in this I must withstand the stares of that sister over there. I wager that she's thinking, oh, I wonder what that evil Fatui schemer has in mind this time, or something right about now. So to get that sister off my back, or for the psychological well-being of this child, might our glorious, righteous, honorary knight deign to take this child out to play? Yeah, I get your point. Oh, all you want is for her to go out and have fun, eh? Whatever. I'm with the Fatui. We're villains, got it? No bleeding hearts around here. Just go on, shoot. Take that kid and go off to play. She's killing me over there. As for me, I'll just be over here, getting a hole drilled into the back of my skull by these sisters. When will these days finally come to an end? Why can't that Mr. Fatui go to the Weed Bloom Festival? I don't think Fatui can take part in the Wind Bloom Festival. Why not? Is it because the Fatui are bad people? Data says they don't brush their teeth before they sleep and eat with their hands. I guess they are bad people then. I'm sure that Fatui's data would be mad too. But even if the Fatui's done a lot of bad things, he can become a good person again if he changes, right? I tell him that if he becomes a good person, he can take part in the Weed Plume Festival. The man's really busy right now. Let's go and play first, alright? Okay, can you take me out to play then? Sure can. Just not too far out, alright? Let's go. Now, I'm going to assume that this has something to do with Flora, and is why I can't take a picture of her. As I'm hoping. Because if it's not this quest that's locking Flora, I don't know what is. That would really suck if I'm not able to finish just because of, Flora being locked behind some other quest. But it really shouldn't be that hard for two quests to be compatible with each other. Whoops. I did not mean to hit that button.
Fountain.
Talk to Blanche. Which one is Blanche? Blanche is over here. Traveler, is there something you need? Is that you, Lily? Why are you here? Where are your parents? Dad and Mom have something really important to do, so that's why she's bringing me around to play. Important? Rudolph and Juliana, Big sis, what happened to those puppies from earlier? Oh, the puppies? I'm not very sure myself, actually. Usually hide in their kennel and only show up when I put food in their bowl. Maybe it's all this noise around us that's driven them out. Do you want to play with them, Lily? Yep, I do. I want to play with them. Let me think. I don't think looking for them is going to do us any good. Perhaps we could put some food into the bowl. Let's see if that attracts them. I think that some fowl would do the trick best. Where are we going to find some? I can take care of that. Really? Thank you. Let's go feed the puppies. Place fowl into the bowl. Where at? Over here. Feed the doggo. Come on, puppies, we've got good food. Oh, they're here, I want to pet them. Lily and the puppies play together for a while. So soft and fluffy. Mr. Fatui said that he has lots of puppies back home, too. They said that his puppies are really, really big and really, really furry. Bet they'd be so nice to pet. Port back to Blanc. Lily, Traveler, you're back. Did you find the puppies? Yep. Sure did. Thanks, big sis. We had so much fun. It's good. Oh yes, with 2 of you have some time, you should go over to Flora's. It's the Windbloom Festival after all. It'd be good to bring a bouquet of flowers back with you, wouldn't it? That's true. I want to go. Yay, thanks.
Truly is fascinating.
Talk to Flora. Why these 2 quests couldn't be why these 2 quests couldn't be together, I don't get. How are you? Here to buy flowers? There's so many of them. Lily, why are you out with the Traveler? Dada and Mommy have something really important to do, so I should bring me around to play. Important things, huh? Well, I've certainly got a few ideas what that might be. Never mind that. Do you 2 need anything? Just here to look at the flowers. Just here to look, huh? How about this? I have a dandelion with me right now. Here, Lily, this is for you. Really? Thanks. That was sudden. Well, Rudolph has actually ordered a huge bouquet to give to Juliana. We got 1 complimentary dandelion. Isn't much in comparison. Dandelion's so pretty, but I gotta go back soon, or Dada and Mama are going to worry about when they don't see me. Before we go back, do you know where we can find a great big wok, big sis? I've seen Mommy make pancakes before, and I'd like to make some too, as thanks for taking me out to play. Go to Good Hunter. And now Flora is gone again? That might just be because it's so late, though. Yep, that's the walk, alright. Wait for me. Gotta stand on a chair. Could you help me get a chair? Lily standing on a chair makes tea break breakfast. Alright, son, I've got 3 pancakes right here. 1 for you, 1 for me, and 1 for Mr. Fatui. Alright, then let's go back. Aww. The tea break pancake cooked by Lily. That's actually really adorable, not gonna lie. Back to the cathedral we go.
Anything the knights can do for you.
I'm good, Mr. Fatui. Or no, that was a knight, actually. I hope this cat's gonna eat her food. Talk to Victor. Finally back, are you? Great timing. I was just getting tired of that sister looking at me like I colluded with you to do something to Lily. Well, at least that kid's not. Mister, here, this is for you. A dandelion and a pancake? It's a gift. A gift? Dandelion's barely got anything more than its stalk left. And the pancake, Lily made it herself. It looks pretty good. I never would have thought that you had it in you, kid. I learned from Mommy. Once you've eaten it, I want to hear more of your stories, mister. You still want to hear my... Alright, since you've given me a gift, I'll tell you a few more. Hey, I want to hear about the Fatui. No, it's, those stories aren't very interesting, you know. I'll think of something better. Just you wait. Yay. Oh yeah, I can finally do his quest because I did the thing. How are your lot still in Mondstadt? Oh, don't recall anything that might warrant overstaying. I don't recall anything that might overstaying my welcome. Ah, you mean those fellows living up at the Goth Grand Hotel? I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Not my jurisdiction. Oh, whatever. Let's cut to the chase. You Mondstadt folk so do love to natter on and drag your feet. Remember our previous deal? You helped me and I let you in on some things you'd like to hear? Same deal this time. You set me up with some of Mondstadt's local specialties, and I'll spin you a little yarn. How's that sound? What sort of yarn? What do you need those specialties for, anyway? What sort of yarn? Well, get me the goods and I'll get your story. You won't lose out. Why not? We always deliver. Alright, just do it for me, quickly. I'll be waiting for you inside the cathedral. Really now, what a way to make a heist out of a milk run. Equivalent exchange. Yay! Because I did the daily commission thing for him. So now the equivalent exchange quest is available. I'm sure you guys are still in Mondstadt too. I mean, you're not wrong. It seems kind of odd that the Knights are still allowing them to stay in Mondstadt. I mean, considering, you know, that they were the ones that caused the issue with Storm Terror and all. Like, there's only so far that diplomatic immunity gets you, you know? Like, I can't imagine that if you know, killed people, that your diplomatic immunity would still exist. It'd be rude just to take a picture of her. Really? About Sayed's photograph. I suppose it's true the Windbloom Festival is unique to Mondstadt. People of Sumeru probably don't celebrate it. Take a photo of me and my flowers? Sure, Mr. Sayed really has a unique way of thinking. Plus, that's researchers for you. I really don't understand why... like, why that was so disconnected.
Haven't you heard?
Flora was right there, even on the other quest. Like, okay, it's one thing when the NPC is in different locations. And, you know, I complained about the whole, the NPC, you know, being in different locations and things. They're in that one Leeway quest. But I will admit that maybe, I don't think so, but maybe there is some, like, because there's just that slight bit of difference in their movement, maybe somehow that did warrant the inability to do the two quests together. That did not. There was zero reason why those two quests were so disconnected. Like, there was, that made no sense at all. None. Like, those two quests were completely disconnected from each other. For absolutely no reason. Just because Flora was on another quest. Whoops. It's like, that. Why? Why can't I talk to an NPC? They're not even, like, the next thing in the quest yet. It's called variables. Use them, miHoYo. One quest equals 6. This. 1 quest equals 5, something different. It's called variables. I could make those exact same 2 quests in RPG Maker with 0 conflict. There's no reason why a game company able to make their own coding couldn't have done that. Finish those pictures. Got them right here. These are very well shot. I'm sure that they'll come in handy in my research. Seeing such lovely sights reminds me of the festivals in my hometown, Sumeru. What do you celebrate there? I suppose you're not familiar with our traditions. Every year we celebrate the Sub-Zero's Festival to commemorate the birth of Lesser Lord Kusanali. But if we want to compare the atmosphere, I'd say there's some difference between the festivities now and the ones back home. Speaking of which, I wasn't able to take part in this year's Sub-Zero's festival either. It's been so long. I wonder how things are at the Academia nowadays. Well, I'm getting off topic. Regardless, thank you for your help. Please accept these as payment. There was 0 reason. There was 0 reason why there was a conflict there. I don't understand that. That made no sense. But now we can do the equivalent exchange quest. Talk to Sarah. And maybe this is just the game developer side of me coming out. But I'm not kidding when I say I could also do that exact same programming in a program called Unlimited Adventures for the like AD&D first edition, where you could like create your own adventures. It was equivalent to an early version of RPG Maker. Hello, Charmander. I could have done that with no conflicts, even on that program. And that is basic of basic. Like that, it's a DOS program. Not that anybody knows what DOS is anymore, but still. You sell any Mondstadt specialties, what can I say? Every last one of our dishes is unique to Mondstadt. Most of them have a short shelf life, and by no means convenient items to bring on a long trip. You can, of course, cook them differently to make them more suitable for travel and storage, but it comes with a significant comparison in taste and quality. Doesn't bother me. Alright, if you insist. This is intended as a gift. I advise you to create a fresh batch of whatever you choose. Everything here has been sat out for a while. Perhaps I can make a recommendation. It's the Fatui. Fatui? You mean the ones from Sheznaya? Your social circle is broad, to put it mildly. I know nothing about Shneznayan tastes, but I do know a dish that caters to all tastes. Make me a satisfying salad, and I'll process it for you to make it more durable. You know something? I can't actually remember the last time I had to get the tools for this job out of the cupboard. A satisfying salad. Which actually I probably already had one. But it's fine. I need to cook things anyway for the thing. We'll give her one of the ones that's not delicious. The satisfying salad is not bad at all. Discuss here's your specialty dish. Good Hunter specialty dish. Talk to Flora. Well, I guess I'm glad I wasn't on equivalent exchange. Or rather, I'm glad that frickin' like it went to Flora before equivalent exchange started. It's good grief. Tell any specialties? You're looking for a gift. Only sell flowers, which doesn't stay fresh for very long, and will very quickly. Another thing I can think of is to make a flower bookmark. I sometimes make them as gifts for my friends. They aren't worth a lot in monetary terms, but maybe they have some sentimental value. If you're interested, I suppose I can make one for you. First, you must answer my question. Answer correctly and I will make a bookmark for you. It's a very easy question. Here goes. Is the dandelion a flower? Yes. You answered that so quickly. You certainly know a flower when you see one. Here you go. Here's your bookmark. Handmade by me from a dried windwheel to aster. This doesn't count as a Mondstadt specialty. I don't know what does.
Studios around Cape O.
I mean, you're not wrong. Talk to Charles. Equivalent exchange? Hope no one loses an arm or body. Right? Always have to click Enter Tavern. Because they put that missing persons poster right there. You sell any specialties? So you can buy some wine? You seem to be underage to me. It's for a friend. Oh, it's for a friend, is it? So you'll take it back to your friend, and then your friend will kindly invite you to share a drink with them. Is that right? Well, forget about purchasing alcohol, but we're generally here to purchase a Mondstadt specialty. We do have another beverage that might suit your requirements. Except the only thing is some of the ingredients that it's mixed with haven't arrived yet. Definitely should have arrived by now. I hope nothing's happened. Perhaps you could go check up on the delivery? Sure. Much obliged. Don't worry, whatever happens, try to find some way of making a specialty, Mondstadt specialty beverage for you. Retrieve the cocktail ingredients. Now, you seem to be underage. I'm like 500 years old at least. It's like them calling you kid in Breath of the Wild. You're like 117 years old at least. Assuming that Link isn't older than Zelda. Because Zelda is 17 in Breath of the Wild. Or I should say in the flashbacks of Breath of the Wild. So assuming that Zelda and Link are the same age, you know, he's like 117 years old. Traveler is like 500 years old. So like, what the crap, man?
Windblade.
You can just stay in your little... Wow. Interesting that somehow this guy's Hydro isn't putting out the Mitatural's like axe there.
Windblade.
Wrong person. That must be what Charles was after. Well, the carts are ruined. We'll just have to bring this back to him.
Not so hard.
Thank you, game. Game was like, oh, you're done with the quest? I can spawn in the normal enemies now. Thank you, game. I really appreciate it.
No escape. Be gone.
God dang it. I tried to do that to get the pyro, but I failed.
Windblade.
Oh well. It doesn't matter. Hey, my expeditions are done. Finally. Probably just the first two. Or I guess 3. What, kitty? Are you gonna not eat again today? Is that your problem? Are you hoping for food, but you're refusing to just eat your food? I have given you food and water, even. I really can't help you with getting more food. Correct. This is all you managed to salvage, was it? Never mind. I'll raise it with Master Diluc next time he's here. The monster's attacks are going to impact business at the tavern if they continue much longer. Here's what I managed to salvage. Thanks. It's a shame, you know. This was my first time ordering these particular ingredients. I plan on experimenting around with some new cocktails. Alright, now to make you a Mondstadt special. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I should be able to work with these. One moment. This is the base is apple vinegar. Then we add in some dandelion, mint, and berries for flavor. Best served ice cold. Just glass this and we breathe in, and you'll acutely feel the signature winds of Mondstadt on the insides of your cheeks and the back of your throat. Let me bottle that for you, otherwise it quickly loses its flavor. Don't forget, it's best served chilled. Alright. The main thing, though, that we need to do is go to Liyue and get some reputation up there. I think one bounty is probably all we'll need to do to get the compass. Beyond the bounty, I wonder if I can just like do the quests or something, because those are generally easier than the bounties. We'll have to see what happens when we get over there. Let's see what's available when we get there. Kitty cat. What? I have an intrepid adventure, I see. What'd you manage to find? Give the dish. Food? Dried phrase of transport. Not bad. I'll bet it doesn't taste great, though. Still comes to Mondstadt specialty, though. Haha. Yes, I'll definitely find someone back home to give this to. Nice job. You're all right at this. Now's the time to ask any burning questions you have. Tell me about Senora. I might have guessed you'd asked about her, but I'm afraid I don't know much. And in fact, I have my own questions. My superior sent me to Mondstadt to work for Senora. I haven't received a single assignment from her since I arrived. I heard through the grapevine that she didn't stick around long after she arrived, and she was in particularly good mood when she left, or was in a particularly good mood. I don't get it. Is her business here finished? And if so, does that mean I get to go home yet, or what? Daily routine consists of me standing here being glared at by the sisters and the knights. It's really starting to give me the creeps. Any other local specialties for me, or is that the lot? Here's a bookmark. What's this? Bookmark? It'll do, I suppose. It works as an ornament. I knew I'd pick the right person for the job. Now it's time to ask any burning questions. Are you leaving soon? I mean, I'd sure like to. Mondstadt bores me to tears. I have had a grand total of 0 assignments to occupy me in my whole time here. Spent all my days sat here, with the sisters glaring at me every 2 seconds, as if I've just committed some sort of grave sin, and they're livid with me about it. Meanwhile, the delegation staying at the Goth Grand Hotel are in some sort of lockdown. They don't hear so much as a peep from the inside. If you ask me, they should call us back home pronto if Senora's business here is done. Mondstadters despise us, so we're only looking for trouble by staying here. I haven't heard a word from my superior, so I don't know what to think. And the beverage. It looks good in the bottle, but let me see how it tastes. You're supposed to cool it first. Well, in that case, I'll wait till I get back home. Much easier to get a hold of ice cubes back home. Well, yeah, I can imagine. Said it before, and I'll say it again. We Fatui always deliver on our promises. You've helped me out, and you will not go unrewarded. What do you know about the other Harbingers? Harbingers? They're way above my level. I'm lucky if I hear the odd rumor. For what it's worth, I can pass on what others have told me, but I advise you to take it with a pinch of salt. I hear in Harbinger number 6, also known as Scaramouche, is difficult to get along with. A lot of people are not fans of his. Why? Some say he just has a disagreeable personalities. Others say it's because he doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. Know someone who worked closely with the guy. He says Scaramouche is even disliked by several of his fellow Harbingers. I mean, like him or not, he's still a Harbinger. He's doing an awful lot better than a rank-and-file member of the Fatui like me. That's all. Alright. Good, in fact, because I don't have anything else I can share with you without getting both of us in trouble. Unless you have any other business, you better leave me alone now. I need to be available in case something suddenly comes up that needs my attention. And then I will get to go home. Yay! I think that's actually the last Mondstadt quest. Just as we are one quest away. Well, getting the quests anyway. We're one quest away from all the leeway ones. So let's go down here and we'll check our reputation. Oh, now there's a bunch of quests. Oh, right. Right. Technically, all of these are Dragon Spine. That's why I thought that was the last one, because these are all technically Dragon Spine. But Dragon Spine is technically in Mondstadt, so it counts. So, I mean, it's not wrong. It is Mondstadt. Just like when they add the chasm, it's technically going to be Liyue, or so I'm assuming. Here, we have to cook, what, 20 dishes, isn't it? Oh, actually, I don't have that much of that. Make some egg. And Bennett has a chance of getting a special egg. There we go. We have cooked 20 dishes. BP level 24. I'd grab them Hero's Wits. Let me check my forge queue. Does that count as 20 items?
Okay,
it do.
Kendrick. At 3:45, need to get
Good.
your mom ready because we have to leave. Taking the dog. She didn't tell you?
Mine 10 items. That'll come from the
To
expeditions.
get their
Add at
vaccinations and so forth. Dog has to be
Which one?
both, I think. You need to talk to her about that.
I was not told this.
Yeah, you better go back and talk to
That's
her.
like I count as mining 10
You
items.
just forgot to say anything, I guess.
So I gotta go mine 10 items. Usually I get that from the expeditions, but not today because of I mean I still could today. I would just have to wait long enough. I just had to wait like another 4 hours. Or I can just go mine 10 items and call it good there. And it would just be a lot easier, so probably gonna do that instead. Those always look like windwheel asters to me, and then they're not. What about this? Aside from collecting these, I'm done there. Whoops. I do still need to do, like, you know, Lost in the Forest. Wow, 100 tickets. Okay. So 30 Prima Gems, 2 Hero Wits. And then Storm Terror's Lair for another 30. Okay. Speaking of which, I did get the Ballads of Breeze completed. Oh right, I was waiting on this. So I couldn't do this because I had people being loud in the background yesterday when this stuff unlocked. I literally could not hear the music. Big combo. Did I literally just perfect that? Oh my god. What the heck? Freaking 84 combo. Played 84 correctly. Holy crap. What the heck, game? Or what the crap me, I guess. Holy crap, man. This is the hardest one, though. Yep, there's the fail, because I hit the wrong button. Wow. Wow. That one though. I mean, I got it, but wow. That one though. Holy crap. And luckily I only had to get 2,400, but oh my god. Whew. That pro version. Like, that's the first time I've gotten more points on the hard than the pro version. But I did do all of that before. Which means that if I go into my inventory here, I have the Windsong Lyre. I hit the wrong button, but that's alright. So yeah, I can now play the lyre, which is great, in my opinion. I am happy that I can do that now. I should go back into my inventory because I hit the wrong button. I'm used to hitting A to use an item. I'll actually... I just realized you can't use this from here, can you? Well, now that's annoying. I didn't even realize you can't even use it from here. You actually have to equip it in order to even use it. Holy crap. But another thing that I did was that I went ahead and went all the way through the Windbloom domain there. So I have the Windbloom Ode leveled all the way up to max, or ranked all the way up to max rather. Let's see. Coming to the Cat's Tail to serve as its bartender was really a prank on Diona's part. First step in her master plan. When patrons came in, they would enjoy her look of disgust as they got ready for the Diona special. Here, drink this sea salt lizard. Kiss your life as an alcoholic goodbye. So she would say, thus ruining these booze hounds' appetites. And yet, glug glug, wow, I have never had such a wonderful drink. Can I get a refill, miss? You want a refill? To this day, Diona has struggled with her unbroken record of mixing fine drinks. Unable to accept defeat, she has yet to give up on her dream of producing something truly disgusting. However, the results are always the same, and the Cat's Tail remains a popular watering hole, with its pleased patrons singing praises unending of her skill. All poor Diona can do is puff up her cheeks, tears forming in her eyes as she grumbles, "Just you all wait." Poor Diona. She tries so hard. Let's see. Quests. Yes, 9 Pillars of Peace. I guess, I mean, aside from doing the other, like the stuff in Dragonspine, it's not much more to do. We can do some more hangout events, though. While we did finish Barbara, we've not finished Noelle, Chongyun, or Bennett. So those could be fun to try and play around with. So let's see. On a breather, we have Sincerest of Gifts and Promised Place. So let's go to here. Go to Good Hunter.
Are there any particular snacks you like?
And then there should be a break in the quest in the choices here.
I should take a break? Oh, okay then. In that case, let's head to Good Hunter and have a look.
Forgot Noelle had dialogue there.
B? What happened? Is there something I can help you with?
Quinn! He's ignoring me again.
Well, take your time, no rush. I'm here to help.
I noticed Quinn was in a bad mood, so I wanted to call him over for a chat. And a date, I guess.
Oh, a date? So it's that kind of a problem?
Yes. I've been over to him several times today already. But no matter how hard I try to make conversation, he just focuses on his stall and ignores me completely. Noelle, everyone in Mondstadt thinks you're really cute. You must be really popular, right? Can you help me out?
Of course. It's a maid's responsibility to help the residents of Mondstadt. It's just, I don't have any experience in this area.
Even Noelle can't help me.
Well, please, don't worry. Oh, we also have the Honorary Knight here. Honorary Knight, can you help me?
Let's see, didn't we say we were going to take a break?
I'm so sorry. But as a maid of Favonius, I can't stand idly by when people are in need.
I'll do some serious planning and make sure we can have a day off together another time.
So even a break requires serious planning.
But today, can you help Bee come up with a solution?
Well, if you insist.
Thank you. Okay. Bee said that Quinn always seems busy and ignores everything she says. But I know that she's often looking for small talk with Quinn.
And Quinn feels that Bee has nothing important to say to him. Maybe the frequent small talk.
That's a possibility. In other words, we just need to make Quinn realize that this time is different. For example, by sending him a little gift. Even Quinn would notice the difference a gift would bring. But what kind of gift?
You have to convey our intention, but choose carefully. Just shouldn't matter. It's the thought that counts.
I still feel the choice of gift matters, no matter what kind of relationship two people share. But I don't have any experience in this area. I'm sure you're right. Then, if the gift doesn't matter, the choices are limitless. Oh, I can't decide.
Friendship advice from someone so innocent. Seems like a perfect idea to me, right?
Do you have any ideas?
I think a Mondstadt grilled fish should be fine.
Will this really get his attention?
I mean, I feel like that's some kind of a split. Because it definitely was not the Mondstadt grilled fish last time. Let's see. Yep, it's the heart that matters. Awesome, we're on the split. I see where the split is now.
Am I ever going to get Quinn to listen to me?
Mondstadt grilled fish.
Mondstadt grilled fish? For Quinn? I have often said that I would bring him lunch. Would this really work? Well, since it's Noelle's recommendation, I'll give it a try. Is the steak. I hope Quinn understands Bee's intentions. And
I lost a heart somewhere.
This time.
But now's not the best time to disturb them. Now then, let's take that break.
Apologies, by the way. I said we would take a break and ended up bothering you instead. Oh, if you're peckish, just let me know. I can whip something up for you right away.
You're taking a break, remember?
Sorry. Old habits die hard.
Enjoy your relaxing time with Noelle.
You know,
Gift and intent. Talk to Noelle.
I'm still a little worried about how Bee is doing.
Oh, talk to Bee now.
There's no stopping you once you're concerned about someone, huh? Come on, then. Let's see how she's doing.
Hi, Beatrice.
Bee. Oh. Hi, Noelle. So...
I know.
Did you get a date with Quinn? I barely want to talk about it.
Oh, no.
I hadn't even given him the Mondstadt grilled fish when he muttered something about not having an appetite and not wanting to eat. I can't force him to eat, can I? Looks like I'll just have to try to ask him out some other time. I must apologize. Next time, I'll help you find a much better gift. No need. It should be me apologizing. I was worried and dumped everything on you. It's obvious, thinking about it now. Noelle can't be good at everything.
Oh, they are.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay. This isn't your fault. I don't blame you. I have to get going. Oh, please, take care.
Everything okay?
I'm fine.
Aww.
It's just, I feel bad that I couldn't help Bee.
It's not possible to be an expert on everything, you know?
You're not wrong. But if I give up so easily, then the next time someone needs help, I'll mess up again. I may not know much about this sort of thing, but at the very least, I should try to learn something about it. I'm going to the Knights of Favonia's library. There must be some guidance there on the subject of love. The next time I encounter a situation like this, I'll be able to help.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, this path. Oh, no.
Can Noelle really handle a subject as big as love by herself? We should head to the library and see how she's doing.
15.
My right button just does not like to stay pushed down. Or even to press sometimes. Well, I think that if this was a bad end, I would have gotten the bad end by now. So it might be an actual ending.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good.
Let's go.
But it probably is still going to be a sad end, even if it's not a bad end. So far, I think I've only seen the one bad end, where it just, like, ended the route. Without giving you an actual, like, you know, ending. And that was on Barbara's. So.
Since you've already noticed, I guess I can let you lend a hand. Ah, so that's how it works. When you meet the person who inspires your affections, you have to find a way to do things together with them. Even if I'm not old enough to drink, I should still learn to discuss the different qualities of wine. I see. So you need to know how to make yourself interesting, to draw people's attention.
What are you reading?
Sorry. I didn't see you there. I was deep in concentration. I borrowed every book on love from the library I could find.
Oh no.
When I finish reading them, I'll finally be able to give decisive recommendations for next time. Even if it is me.
So what books do you have there?
Well, let's see. For example, Vera's Melancholy, Heart of Clear Springs.
Speaking of Vera's Melancholy, I still don't have all of those books.
Contain detailed records of the experience of love. As a maid, my experience leaves a lot to be desired. So I found the quickest way was to take examples from the classics. There's also a guide to tavern chat and shortcuts to love. These are much more practical in nature. And of course, there are even books that focus on theories of love. And then there's this one. This book's about...
Can I take a look?
No, nothing. This book... It's too early to read this book.
Oh no!
Let's look at another one.
Oh no!
You have to learn the basics first, after all.
Oh
no! So this
Poor
book
Noelle.
is about... Huh? Same as that one? Guess this must be a pretty... common topic.
Oh no.
Looks like I still have a lot to learn.
Oh dear. Poor Noelle. Poor Noelle. Conundrum called love. It may take some time yet to discover the formula for love. Poor Noelle. Noelle study notes. A time to get to be together alone. Give her a cake you made yourself. Words of counsel and wisdom are penned here in a lovely hand that unfortunately grew shaky towards the tail end. Some of the text has been arbitrarily struck out, seemingly a result of the owner's emotion suddenly running high. Oh no. A word known only unto roses. Oh. Hey, there's an achievement for that. Read Noelle's study notes. Huh. Neat.
Phew! All these books have got my heart racing. I think I should take a break and do something else to distract myself. Then again, perhaps I should finish this one first. Just the one, right?
Right? Just the one, right? Oh no. Poor Noelle. Alright, well, the other ones are on the route that I don't know how to unlock yet. So I'm going to have to look up how to get to that route right there. Because I have done all of the other routes. So the other two are on this route here. In the middle there. Let's see. I'm going to have to do the same thing with Bennett as well, I know. So let's do Chongyun first. Meeting by the wharf. Signs of evil. Then we can come down here. And what I'll do is after this quest, I'm probably going to go do the stuff in Dragonspine, and get that taken care of. The book should be tamed since they weren't from the restricted section, assumingly at least. I mean, there is the possibility. She did say she borrowed every book on love. So... Sorry, I'm looking at something. Hang on.
I wasn't waiting for you. I just happened to be resting.
Ah, Diona, ever the tsundere.
I'm here.
Where did my... Ow, wow, it fell down. That's why I couldn't find it. Sinus medication, since I'm having some obnoxious annoyances here. I really wish I knew what was wrong. I really need to see a doctor about that. But, you know, that costs money.
Excuse me. Have you perchance seen any evil... Oh, my
evil
apologies.
Spirits?
You're not from around here, are you? This question must sound a little confusing to you. I'm Chongyun, a local exorcist from Liu. Those versed in the arts of exorcism refer to all forms of demons and monsters as evil spirits. Evil spirits have existed since ancient times. They lurk among the shadows in the lands of Liu, all sorts of trouble and mischief. It is my duty to exorcise or destroy them, and protect the citizens here from their evil doings.
That's what the Vigilant Yaksha fights against, right?
How did you come to know of the Vigilant
I think that's the
Yaksha?
same thing I said last time.
I have great respect for the Yakshas. For generations,
I assume that's not where the split's at, so...
together. One in plain sight, and the other in secret. Sorry, I digress. Judging from your response, it seems you aren't well versed in the realm of evil spirits. But that's understandable. If I may ask, have you happened to come across anything strange recently? Sometimes even the most trivial matters prove helpful in my hunt for evil spirits.
Nothing in particular.
I see. Well, fair enough. In that case, I guess I'll just have to try my luck with the clues I already have.
What clues do you have now?
Some scattered reports, really. Nothing too significant yet. But if you're interested, I can tell you about some of the more useful ones I've gathered so far. I read a flyer that said, the test of courage is now being held on Wuwang Hill. Bring your best friend and test your courage together. Then, recently, the sounds of footsteps and shouting have been heard outside people's windows at night. The noises have frightened the children and they are unable to sleep. And a huge shadow has appeared in Guili Plains. It flies and swirls, summons down fireballs, and makes all sorts of strange noises. Cases such as these might actually be worth our attention.
I feel like I said the Guili Plains may be a ruin hunter last time. Assuming this is where the split is, it's going to be one of these two. Unless it's like a numerical thing.
Unless there was a problem with the drinks,
I
don't think drunkards would scare the children that much. Do you think I'm not deciphering these clues correctly?
Sound all pretty far-fetched. Perhaps we just tell him that. And they all seem far-fetched. You better not tell him that. He seems like quite the persistent character.
I think the clue about the test of courage is the most relevant one I have so far. If strange things have been happening at the event, then evil spirits may well be the cause.
He's going to the test of courage.
For this event. You must be a team of 2 people in order to participate.
The aim is to strengthen the relationship between 2 participants.
Huh? Strengthen the relationship? Oh, sorry. I don't really get it. Anyway, if you have the time, would you join me for this event? You seem to have a good eye for discerning these clues. With your adventuring experience, I'm sure we'll track down those evil spirits in no time.
Sure, I'm free now anyway.
I was starting to worry that I wouldn't be able to find a partner. We should make haste. If there are evil spirits at the event, then things could get dangerous.
I wonder if I have to tell him that the Trial of Courage is an ad. I think there is still a split in this, though, anyway. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There's lots of splits here. Okay. So we'll just keep going on this path. Because I already know where the split is here for Test of Courage. It's where you tell him that you're gonna drink the thing for both people. Instead of having him drink the thing. So, since there is a split here, I'll just keep going with the Test of Courage. This one, again, this might be another one that I have to look up. So up to Wulong Hill. Can I go to this one, or do I need to go to the domain and then run back? Which one will be easier? I can only wonder. Oh, yeah, it's right there, actually. This is actually perfect. So this works. I love how there's just a random hilly churl in front of the event. It's like, here's the event, there's the stairs, this guy's just standing there, and then there's just this random group of hilly churls right in front of it. Not even a care. It's one of those cases where these hilly trolls spawn outside of the technical event area. Which is interesting. You would think the event area would be bigger than this, but they spawn just outside of the event area so they don't get, like, cancelled. The event doesn't prevent them from spawning.
Pay close attention to your surroundings and stay vigilant once you enter. And most importantly, don't get separated from your partner when you're off on your own. You'll most certainly be in for a scare if you go alone.
Did you hear that? He's warning the event participants. Maybe something strange really did happen here. Let's investigate.
I think you misunderstood that.
Welcome to the Test of Courage. You two must be very close friends.
Actually, we just met.
No problem at all.
We just met.
Don't be shy. Just enjoy yourselves. But please drink this before you enter the Test of Courage. This drink will boost the yang energy inside your body and lift your courage. Not only that, but this drink will also allow you to see things which are usually hidden from the naked eye. Pretty exciting, huh?
Yang energy?
That's right. Ghosts are said to be full of yin energy, so more yang energy will surely deter them.
Oh, I've never heard of such a drink. Is it a secret recipe? Or maybe some kind of potion?
I think you might have misunderstood this whole Test of Courage thing. I think that's what I said last time. We'll do psychological.
Possibly. But why bother exaggerating it so much then? But if this drink really does boost yang energy, then it's potentially dangerous for me.
Dangerous?
You see, I have a very rare constitution called a pure yang spirit. Such a constitution allows me to scare away evil spirits. but also makes me prone to emotional impulses.
Emotional
I am
impulses.
constantly focusing to keep my mind and body in a normal state, which usually works until I suffer from some external stress.
I know.
Come now, what's with that serious expression on your face, lad? You aren't worried about the drink, are you? It's delicious and quite effective, if I do say so myself. There's nothing to worry about. Or if you're still unsure, perhaps only one of you could take the drink. The person who takes the drink can protect the one who doesn't. It'll be exciting either way.
It's hard to refuse when you put it that way.
So let's both drink it, is what I said last time. So this is probably where the split is. And we probably can just do all three of these endings, like, in a row here, since they're all right next to each other.
All right, here it is.
Let me drink it alone.
Please drink it slowly.
After finishing the drink...
Haha! Yes, that's it. You did great. You two may enter now.
So now we should be on a different branch. If I am correct in believing that that was where the split was, yes. Between Chongyun's determination and unsettling feeling. Cool. Head to the site of the test of courage. Let me just do something real quick. By actually remembering that, you know, there's different parties here, so I can just swap them. Instead of constantly swapping entire characters out. Because I regularly forget that. I like doing these as the Traveler just because you're supposed to be the Traveler. Even if the Traveler doesn't show up because dating sim.
There are more people here than I imagined.
Although, I liked the thumbnail for the episode that I put up today, or the VOD that went up today. Because it was number 27. And I put dating sim update on the thumbnail.
They could all be in grave danger if there really is an evil spirit. We must get to the bottom of this. I'm not too sure where we should start, but I know we'll find something once we start looking. These innocent participants are completely oblivious to the potential danger here. We'll need to protect them.
Test of courage isn't actually dangerous, you know?
Please, enlighten me.
The participants are here just here to have fun.
Being scared is like entertainment to them? I see. Maybe you're right. I'm certainly a stranger to entertainment after all. I mostly spend my time purging evil spirits and practicing thaumaturgy. Besides training, I also need to constantly focus on my own emotions to avoid losing control. So I rarely have any time for leisure activities. I'm completely unfamiliar with what others would consider entertainment.
I see.
Well, either way, let's check the area for any evil spirits just in case. Where should we start?
Interesting that that exact same piece of dialogue occurs regardless of which path you're on. Oh, in fact, this exact same, thing occurs where you talk to these people.
This is all your fault. This place nearly scared me to death.
All right, don't lose your temper. We're leaving now, okay? To think I used to believe you were brave.
But this is different.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Did you perchance encounter an evil spirit? If so, I'm here to track it. Could you please tell me which direction it went?
Who are you? No, I didn't see anything, so don't ask. So please just leave me alone. I don't know what you're talking about, and I certainly don't want anything to do with an evil spirit.
My apologies. Perhaps you misunderstood what I meant.
I might have to look these up
too. I only wish to know what the spirit looks like and which way it went, so we could track it down. If you can't describe
just for the
show us the
split path at the end.
Show you the way? No, I'm not going anywhere.
Game join request? Meow. I am surprised that I can get a request since I'm locked out of co-op.
No, forget it.
All right, that's enough. Listen, if you keep talking like that, she might actually end up believing in that nonsense. Can't you see she's terrified enough already? You could go find whatever strange things you're looking for on your own.
My apologies. I didn't mean to frighten her.
He's quite the serious
Yes,
exorcist.
I'm just trying to hunt the evil spirit you mentioned to prevent it from hurting anyone.
Isn't it a bit strange for an exorcist to come to the test of courage looking for evil spirits? Oh, I think I get it now. But we didn't say anything about a ghost or spirit. I think you misunderstood us. I brought my girlfriend here to have some fun, but instead she got frightened by all this spooky atmosphere. Now we'll just have to go home. I'm not too sure what you're looking for, but we did see some dark shadows making strange noises.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful.
The couple leaves.
Well, you heard it. It seems something unusual is going on here. But why would they ever want to come here if they get scared so easily?
Point isn't getting scared, it's relying on each other in the face of fear.
Interesting. I have never had any fear of evil spirits, so perhaps I'm unable to understand their feelings. It's amazing that you're able to pick up on that. Good thing I brought you as my partner. Anyway, let's keep searching the area.
Yeah, this whole section is the same, despite being a different split, which is kind of interesting. Strange smoke.
These are traces left by an evil spirit. No doubt about it. The traces are quite weak, though, so there are only two possibilities. Either the spirit that left the traces is very weak, or it has already left for some time now. Either way, these possibilities prove my hunch that there's indeed an evil spirit here.
No, evil spirit's the reason why Wu Wang Hill is so gloomy all the time?
I don't think so. There have been many rumors regarding the cause of Wu Wang Hill's gloomy aura, but nothing is certain. Although, once it became the murky place you see now, it also began to attract more evil spirits. Anyway, these traces lead us one step closer to finding an evil spirit.
Don't come over here again. Seriously, just leave me alone.
Why must you be so upset? Just calm down. It's not what you think.
No, don't even bother. You think I don't know what you're doing?
Stop! Not a step closer. Don't be afraid. I'll exercise it right now.
Exercise it?
What? Who are you? And what are you talking about?
Wait, what?
Everyone just calm down.
He's just a person? It seems I've made a mistake. After seeing her resist so violently, I thought for sure an evil spirit was trying to harm her.
Nah, it's not like that at all. She's just throwing a tantrum.
Excuse me? A tantrum? This is supposed to be a date, you know? And now that we're finally here, you don't want to go anywhere and you just want to hang around the entrance. What's the point in that?
All right, fine. I was just about to walk in with you. Look, I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit scared, that's all. That's why I've been stalling. I was wrong, okay? Now that someone else is here, let's take a moment to calm down.
You need to be here to participate just like everyone else.
I wasn't thinking clearly. It was pure impulse.
I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. Will you give me another chance?
Fine. I know I shouldn't have yelled at you.
Oh, it doesn't matter anymore. You're still the best, babe.
Who said you could call me babe? You're so annoying.
So they really are on a date? But why in such a dangerous place like this? Perhaps we should just leave them alone.
Proceed onward and look for information.
Coming. What you need?
Kendrick?
What you need? Sure.
Supposed to get over 10 minutes ago.
He's going.
At least we've found some useful clues. We'll need to keep searching further in. But to avoid alerting the evil spirit, perhaps I should wait here.
You're not
when
coming?
we were collecting clues just now, we were still unsure whether any evil spirit is actually here or not. But now that possibility seems higher, it would be wise to proceed more cautiously. Our efforts will be wasted if my yang energy scares the evil spirit away. Besides, I trust your capability and experience as an adventurer. If you come across a powerful demon, I'll get there as fast as possible.
Just wait for my word.
Thank you.
This is where it ended last time, because you came up here and you found the dude standing back here that's like, yeah, I'm pretending to be a ghost and stuff.
Finally, I can take a break.
This guy.
I wonder if I took things a little too far. Few people seem scared out of their minds.
Who are you?
Huh? Hey, you shouldn't be here. Never mind. I assume you overheard me anyway. I work here pretending to be a ghost, but now's my break time, so I took off my costume. I get all hot and stuffy wearing that thing.
There are no real ghosts here?
Of course. How could there be real ghosts here? No one wants to see a real ghost, neither us nor the participants.
No one wants to see a real ghost.
Just come here for the atmosphere, or should I say, the chance. Everyone wants the chance to feel the thrill of excitement.
Right.
People find themselves in a scary situation, they'll say things that they'd never dare to otherwise. That's what the test of courage is all about.
I think I understand.
Okay. I should get back to work now. Hope you and whoever you're here with have a fun time.
Ever deeper. Quest complete. Killjoy, tell Chongyun the truth. So this is where it ended last time, was after talking to Chongyun here.
You're back. How did it go? Did you see an evil spirit?
No, I only saw an event staff member pretending to be a ghost.
So that's what's going on here? No evil spirits? No danger? It's all just a setup?
It's for entertainment. Took it way too seriously. It's all there is to the test of courage.
I see. So I was wrong again. In that case, I suppose there's no reason for us to linger here any longer.
Remember that strange mist we found earlier? I'd like to investigate that further. Ah, here we go.
Yes, that was proof of an evil spirit's presence. But we can't be sure that the spirits still exist. Actually, I would also like to investigate that further.
We've already come all this way. Let's have a look.
I'll focus my mind and spirit. Perhaps it'd be more effective for us to split up. Evil spirits will keep their distance if they sense the power of my pure yang spirit. So you'll be more likely to find one if you're on your own.
Then I'll wait for you to come and defeat it? I might defeat the spirit by the time you arrive.
Yes, that would be best. Just keep it distracted till I arrive. I'll take this side, you take the other side. Let's move.
Alright. Independent actions. Split up with Chongyun and look for evil spirits.
Get your stuff on, go bye-bye, Kara. Get your stuff on and go bye-bye, Kara.
Now, this is the area that it's supposed to be in, it says.
Please learn to take it slower. Going back is different because that turn from the hallway is sharper.
That is. Talk to Xian. The Shan.
Get your nose in here. Get your nose in here.
Can I help you?
That exorcist with the blue hair is so scary. Can you lead him away from here? He makes me feel so frightened.
He being affected by his yang energy?
I wouldn't dare get anywhere near him.
Yeah, but until she stops growing, I don't know how to get her. I mean, I hope we could get her a small one and let her grow into one, but
please help me.
But yeah, she needs a. She needs
I wonder if he'd consider you an evil spirit.
I have an
Hey!
idea.
Kara, you're being nice.
The exorcist with blue hair arguing with someone over there a few minutes ago. I'll scare those troublemakers away, but you have to ask the exorcist to let me go, okay?
You telling the truth?
Of course. Chen never
Genshin. Hey, I was right, Shan.
So, what do you say?
They'll be the one that decides, but I'll try to explain the situation as best I can.
Okay. So, I'll take that as a yes? I hope the exorcist with blue hair is a good person.
She's still growing,
So, I'll help him, and you'll go talk to him. Hopefully then he'll leave me alone. Sound good?
Where's Hu Tao when you need her? Talk to Chongyun about Shanshan.
Hey, you've been turning the whole place upside down looking for evil spirits. Other participants are starting to complain.
Yeah, why would an exorcist show up at the test of courage and tell everyone that there are no ghosts here? You're just stirring up trouble.
Honestly, I find this whole thing quite confusing. If there really are ghosts here, then you're using them to make Mora regardless of the participants' safety. You tell me, is that ethical business practice? And if there are no ghosts here, then your so-called test of courage is nothing but a big scam. Not only are you avoiding my questions, but now you accuse me of causing trouble?
I've already told you. This is what kind of event the test of courage is. It's not our problem that you're taking it so seriously. And now that you're disturbing our participants, we'll have to ask you to leave.
If anything about this made any sense at all, I would leave of my own volition. But if I leave now, I'm leaving evil spirits to their own devices.
I wonder what I should say in this situation.
Ghost! There's a ghost!
Run for your life!
What's going on?
Everyone's starting to panic. Is there really a ghost?
Don't be silly. But if everyone starts running, someone could get hurt. Everyone, just calm down. No need to panic. Please move in an orderly fashion.
Stop leaving in a hurry. Leaving you told Chongyun about Shanshan's plan.
So there's no evil spirits here, just a wandering ghost. And she scared everyone away because I was in trouble?
She only scared them. She didn't hurt anyone.
If things are as you say, then she doesn't seem like a malignant spirit.
She's a ghost, but she's also just a kid.
All right. As long as she promises not to harm anyone, then I'll pretend that I never knew about her. However, if she ever does harm anyone, it'll be my job as an exorcist to come and purge her, to mend my mistake.
I don't think that day will ever come. I'll be equally responsible, too.
No. This is my call. I shall take full responsibility. We should go now. It doesn't seem we're particularly welcome here anyway. What's wrong?
I was under the impression she wouldn't be willing to let Shanshan go.
I have faith in my judgment of good and evil. But if I begin to neglect my perception of good and evil, it may lead to something I'd regret for the rest of my days.
Sounds just like something you... That sounds like something you would say.
Wait, you mean you didn't think I could be fair and reasonable? Really? Do I look so obstinate?
And I know you better now.
You're right. All right, we should leave now.
Say goodbye to Shanshan.
Okay.
Aw. The thaumaturgs have their own difficulties. Considering the circumstances, you may want to take the trouble on his behalf. Neat. That's really not what I wanted, game. But thank you. Alright. So that's that. I don't know why everybody suddenly wants to join my world all of a sudden. Well, that's interesting. Nothing going bump after all. As yet unresigned. There's an ending right there. And then there's a two-way split here. Three, 4, 5, and then 6, maybe? Alright, so if I talk to him here...
You're back.
I think I know where the split is here.
No,
because this is... Because I did the strange mist. This is probably it right here. Right, let's head back.
Sorry. This has all been a waste of your precious time.
Maybe we can hang out together sometime.
You're very kind. At least we checked the test of courage together and verified that the place is clear of danger. But if only we had found some evil spirits, then it all would have been worthwhile.
And that's probably the ending. Yep, there it is. Just a small regret. Just a small opportunity away from the satisfactory outcome. Cool. Very cool. That very cute too. Very cute picture. I mean, there's 2 more splits here on Chongyun's determination.
Something after that drink.
This is where he does drink the thing.
Let's go investigate the area.
And this is probably going to have me do the same dialogue and the same 3 characters. But maybe something in those 3 characters changes it?
They could all be in grave danger if there really is an evil spirit here. We must get to the bottom of this. I'm not too sure where we should start, but I know we'll find something once we start looking. These innocent participants are completely oblivious to the potential...
Isn't it actually dangerous?
Please, enlighten me.
You're taking this event too seriously.
Maybe you're right. I'm certainly a stranger to entertainment after all. I mostly spend my time purging evil spirits, besides... So I really...
Right, I saw that.
Either way.
Whoops. Alright. Let me... Also, sorry about all the noise that was in the background there moments before. Now that people have left, hopefully it'll be a bit before there's too much noise again. So the Windbloom Festival ends on April 5th. I wonder if that is when they'll start the next line of stuff. Because there's still the chapter 4 quests that haven't been put out yet. Distant Gaze. Okay. That's the one I need to do. Small regrets, nothing gained, goodbyes. Let's see. Hang on. It's very confusing looking at this chart that's on the wiki. Nothing going bump as of yet, unresigned. Chongyun's determination. It's like they don't actually have this chart. They have the quests. Which is really obnoxious, to be honest. Bottom of things, sudden discomfort, and even deeper. I want to look for information. Also, seriously though, this music really does remind me of freaking World of Warcraft. I wish that the wiki listed this instead of the quests, because I have zero clue where I've gone and where I haven't gone. And that's the problem. Like, I'm trying to compare it to that, but there's nothing, like, you can't compare it to that. It's all based, like, it's all listed based on the quests instead. Let's see, Chongyun. Yeah. I know I have ad blocker. Shut up. Small regrets. I did that one. Nothing gained. So, all of these paths, from what I can read, I get, like, even though there's 3 splits here, I guess they all go to this in the end. I'm so confused. Achieve endings to unlock more hangout memories. There is no guide that actually lists this stuff. At least I cannot find one that actually lists, like, the branches as they're displayed here. And that is so obnoxious. Like, I just want to know the path as is listed. And then know what to do for each thing. But there's no guides that I can find that actually list it in the same way. And you would think that that's how that people would list it, because that's how it's listed out in the event. But apparently not. Apparently nobody does that. And that's so obnoxious. I don't understand that. Like, I need to know the... Like, I just need to know the thing. Oh my god. Like, how do I go from Chongyun's determination to one of these other two splits here? That's what I want to know. I don't want to know how to find the ending. I want to know how to go from here to one of these 2 splits. Nobody has that. Nobody has that. Alright, I'm going to abandon the hangout because according to everything I can find, none of that matters for actually, like, getting the endings. Apparently those just branch back in or something. I don't know. I can't find anybody that has them listed. Like, is it really that hard to list the things in the way that the game lists it? Like, come on, people. Well, here's somebody who took a picture of Chongyun's entire branch. Let me see. So, cryo slime condensate recipe and cryo whopper flower recipe. That's interesting. That's what those other 2 paths are. But they all go into nothing going bump after all, which then leads into the two endings we got today. So apparently there's another... Apparently the other three endings are on the top path. Like, they're up here. These two apparently connect down to this. That's so annoying. So annoying that, like, nobody wants to list this stuff out in the order that it's listed in the game. Like, is it really that hard to do? And of course there's these two endings that we've already got with Bennett. But I don't know how to get to this other path. Because the options are either go adventuring with Bennett or don't. Don't go adventuring goes here. Do go adventuring goes here. I have no idea what else to pick to get to these other two paths. And you know, I could look it up. If anybody actually listed it in that way. But nobody does. Even the wiki doesn't. Which, like, you would think that, you know, the Genshin Impact wiki, like, that they would do that. But no, that's not how they have it set up. None of it. Also, they don't even have, like, a link to the Hangout events. You have to, like, go through a complex, like, set of things to find it. Can't make an omelet without eggs. What is this, a day trip? It's so annoying. Like, here, I'll show you what I mean. Where is my display? Here it is. So, with Bennett here, as an example, the website lists it out like this: adventurous acquaintance into something other than an adventure. And which, of course, then it lists with When Comes Glory order down here. But if you actually look here in the game, with When Comes Glory order, and then you get Good Hunters opening hours, and then General Goods special offer. Which actually, looking at it, these are actually the quests for this, which is cool. So as a better example, I'll go to Chongyun over here, just because this is definitely a better example. So if I open up Chongyun here, you know, you start at meeting at the wharf, then you go to take a test of courage, which is here, which is the test, you know, you've got, you know, oh wait, I just realized I'm capturing the whole thing, so when I switch to Genshin, you still see Genshin. So it's like, to take a test of courage, right? Then Chongyun's determination. Then we switch to Genshin, and it's like, yeah, Chongyun's determination and unsettling feeling. And then here's no wasted effort, and then nothing goes bump after all. But if we switch here, it's like the bottom of things, with no wasted effort, nothing goes bump after all. But then here they've got sudden discomfort, and I guess, what, this cryo slime condensate, cryo whopper flower recipe? Like, this is not the order in the thing. But yeah, I guess these are the sudden discomfort, right? From test of courage over here to sudden discomfort somehow, and then that goes into this. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get it because I've looked at the thing, but like, that's not how it's listed here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Why can't they just list it out proper? Anyway. I guess doing that doesn't really matter. I guess I can just get those branches on my own in that case. Since they don't do anything, I guess. Problem is they don't know how to get to this. How to get to this branch here. Branch 1 of Curious Gaze, select. They all sound pretty far-fetched. Branch 2, although they all seem far-fetched, I better not tell them. Okay. So that's the split then? That's an interesting spot for that to split at, but okay. I'm so confused by all of this. The guides are not very clear. That's all I'm noticing, is that the guides themselves are just not very clear.
Add Astra at...
Nope. Kids are not done with their expeditions yet. Still got... 3 more hours. Good. Yes. Well, let's go over here to the reputation thing while we're here. Because there's like bounties and stuff like that. And I do want to get the Geoculus... Not Geoculus, but the Geo Compass. Quest from Shang Shang. Let's see. This gives 40. I only do need 60. What are the rewards again at this level? Tianshu meat and then the wings. Like, I literally don't care what I do after I hit level 6. So I'm like trying to decide what to do, but I actually don't care. I'm just trying to decide if it's best to just do one of these bounties real fast and then call it done. But like, I need to do 3 bounties and 3 requests. But do I want to do them at Mondstadt? Or do I want to do them here? I don't know. Like, I really don't care. I guess I'll just do them here, just because I'm already here. Main road south of Wangshu Inn. Invulnerable to Electro, takes increased cryo damage. Yeah, I'm already here. I might as well just grab the requests. Why did you do that? That was weird. That was very weird.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
Alright.
All tasks have been handed out.
So give Shang Shang silk flowers, iron chunks to Hanfang, and 3 servings of radish veggie soup to Gary. I should have all of that. Guess this one is technically closer.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
About the radish veggie soup. Ah.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
I had very many of those. Sounds good, just like I remember it. Thank you so much. These are for you. Leeway reputation. Alright. But yeah, I should probably grab this since I'm right here. Because this is going to start taking us away from Leeway. Like, I need to go here, and this is over here. So I should go grab Chongyun first, and then just warp back to the other waypoint. So, I'd like to get Chongyun and Bennett to at least 4. That way we can get all of them at 4.
Oh, I'm Chongyun.
We'll skip over this
Evil
dialogue.
Spirits, it's work that must be done. Much sorry.
Oops.
I digress. Judging from
That
your
was a choice
response,
there, and I didn't even see it.
Sometimes even the most trivial. Oh,
Nothing in particular.
in that case, I guess.
What clues do you have
But
now?
I read a flyer then, recently, and cases such as these might actually be worth our attention.
So I did that one, I did the drunkards. Let's do this one.
Something strange must have happened at the test of courage. I guess this so-called test is supposed to be like a test of mettle. Its purpose must be to try the will and power of exorcists. Do you think I'm not deciphering these clues correctly?
They all sound pretty far-fetched.
So you don't think any of these clues are related to evil spirits?
Another one.
Please give me a moment to calm myself.
Sorry, I didn't realize it would be so devastating to you.
No, it's fine. I've been this way since I was young.
Is it health-related?
No, not at all. I guess you could say that I just tend to be unstable. You know, emotionally. It causes me to become very uncomfortable at times. This tendency of getting stirred up easily is what people call a pure yang spirit.
Stirred up easily? I couldn't tell that from your appearance.
Well, such a constitution is very rare. But it's a potent weapon for an exorcist. My constitution alone is capable of scaring off evil spirits. But I must constantly focus on my emotions. Otherwise, I may easily do something out of control. Anyway, I carefully selected these clues from an ocean of information. I can't believe they're all completely irrelevant. Oh no. I'm still feeling quite uncomfortable. There's heat growing in my chest. I can't breathe.
I take you to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No. I'll be alright. I brought some popsicles with me for just such situations.
Chongyun eats the popsicle.
I feel much better now.
That's an unexpected solution.
It's quite effective. I'm always sure to bring some popsicles with me whenever I go out. Thank you for your concern. I'm fine now. But what should I do next if all these clues are irrelevant?
It seems someone's been watching us this
Yes,
whole
I've
time.
noticed him too. It's no coincidence that we both noticed it. I'm sure he's watching us. But it doesn't seem he has any intentions other than looking at us. Perhaps there's something he wishes to tell us.
Maybe he's just shy. Let's go and ask him.
He might need our help.
Hard to track. Quest completed. DeLong, huh?
Sorry, I'll leave now.
No, please, relax. There's no need to worry. We're not here for trouble. We couldn't help but notice you standing here for a while and thought that you might have something on your mind.
No, there's nothing on my mind. I just thought the thing you were eating looked tasty. My sister just loves food. She's always super happy whenever we get some tasty snacks. I'm her big brother, and I should take care of her, but Mom says we're too poor and she never lets me buy any snacks.
Oh, you mean one of my popsicles? I'm afraid you wouldn't find them very tasty, though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. My sister's never had anything like that before. I know she'd be happy to try one. Come to think of it, I've never had one either.
I see. That might be difficult.
What's wrong?
Well, I only have 2 popsicles left. These popsicles are very important to me, and I might need them if we encounter an evil spirit. Without them, I might not be able to control my constitution.
Well, if we just gave him one of the popsicles, his sister should probably give him both.
You're right. I'll just have to make do without my popsicles then. Here, my young friend. You can have my last 2 popsicles. You and your sister can each have one.
Really? Wow! Thanks a lot! Just wait till my sister tries this. I haven't seen her smile in a long time. Whoa! It's already starting to melt. Excuse me. I better hurry back to Chihu Rock now.
I never expected that something I used to suppress my yang energy would be so appealing to kids. But I wonder how I'll manage without any popsicles.
Are they difficult to make?
I usually get my popsicles from One Min Restaurant on special order. The ingredients are not complicated, but the restaurant is always bustling with business, and Chef Mao is usually too busy to take my order. Now that I've used all my supply, I'll have to trouble him to make more.
I'll go with you.
No need. I'm sure I can manage it on my own.
I'm concerned about your abundance of yang energy. I was the one who convinced you to give away all your popsicles in the first place. I'm a little worried about you.
No, please don't feel at fault. I think you made the right choice. But if you're offering to come along, then I won't refuse. All right. Please follow me to One Min Restaurant.
Off to One Min Restaurant. At least we're finally on a different path. Distant gaze. Popsicles and their curious uses. Go to One Min Restaurant to help Chongyun restock on popsicles. So I'm going to assume that there was a split there. Yeah. So probably if you give one popsicle, it goes on the other split. So this is One Min Restaurant. We'll go to that first. Once it actually branches out outside of Liyue, we will branch out that way.
This is bad. Chef Mao is not at the restaurant right now, and neither is Xiangling. We'll have to wait until he returns. What do we do about the evil spirits?
It's not too difficult. I can try to make some.
Are you a good cook?
Making popsicle seems eager enough. I often cook for myself when venturing in
I'll
the
leave it
wilderness.
to you. Thanks for your help.
Know what ingredients we use?
I'm afraid all I know is that it requires water. But to imbue the effect that suppresses my yang energy, perhaps something special is required. Like different plants, fruits, or herbs, for example. Do you have any experience with such things?
Junyuan chili, slime condensate, mist flour, sunsetia. How are people sending me requests when I'm locked out of co-op at the moment? Like, you can't do the hangout events. When you're, like, the co-op, the hangout events lock you out of co-op. How are people, also, why are people sending me invites to begin with? But also, why? How? Not why. How? Let's try mist flour.
Oh, that sounds about right. Coming up with the right ingredients off the top of your head like that? You most certainly are an experienced adventurer.
Look for mist flowers and
Shin popsicles?
I already had. Whoops. Wrong button.
Have you procured?
Pop. Tell them makes popsicles with the
Are they
ingredients gathered. Excuse me.
Oh, they look exactly like the ones Chef Mao makes for me. Let me try one. Yes. Good. This is the right feeling. I can sense the energy calming down within me.
Well, these should help keep help keep control.
Now I have lots of popsicles. Your skills are amazing. If I'd known you possessed such skills, we could have made more for that kid and his family.
It'd have to be a lot more. I'm sure the kid would eat most of them and still be hungry.
Right. But he mentioned his family is not well off. I'd still like to help them if I can.
What about your search for evil
Exorcism
spirits?
is my means of helping the people of Liyue live more peaceful and happy lives. If that kid really needs my help, then helping him would be just different means to the same end.
I'll go with you.
I remember the kid mentioned that he was headed for Chihu Rock. Let's go find him.
Chihu Rock, huh? I don't even know where that is. Popsicles and their curious uses. I really have no idea where that is. Oh, right there. It's right there. Like, it's literally this right here.
Where did you get these? I didn't give you any, Mora. You didn't steal them, did you?
No, I didn't steal them. I talked to a nice person and they just gave them to me.
So you've been asking for food on the street? I've already told you, such behavior makes you look uneducated. How could you ask a stranger for food? Is that any different from being a beggar?
But I didn't ask them for it. They asked me if I wanted some.
That's it. No more lies. Just be honest about your mistake.
Excuse me. He got those popsicles from me. He never asked us. We just gave them to him.
Yeah, this is the nice person I was telling you about.
What? Who are you?
My name is Chongyun. As you could probably tell from my attire, I'm an exorcist. Your son really seemed interested in popsicles, so we thought we'd make a batch for you. That's why we're paying you a visit.
There's no need to worry.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I seem to have misunderstood him. I'm sorry, DeLong. It was wrong for Mommy to blame you.
It's okay, Mommy. So, am I allowed to talk to the nice popsicle man now?
Sure. But please keep an eye on your sister. Mommy will be back after some errands, okay?
Don't worry. I'll look after her. Bye, Mommy. Thanks. If it wasn't for you, I would have been in big trouble again.
Thank you for the popsicle. It was so cool and delicious.
Actually, we've made more.
Oh, wow. Look at all the popsicles.
Don't eat them all in one go. You'll get brain freeze. Eating too many will upset your stomach.
Okay, I got it. Thanks, you guys. You're like heroes.
Heroes?
Yeah. I've been telling a story to my sister recently, and she admires the story's heroes very much. They're chivalrous, just, and they help the weak fight against evil.
And the heroes always have a good partner. One hero can beat up 2 bad guys, but with a good partner, they can defeat even more. You 2 must be very good partners.
Well, that's right, we're good partners.
Yay, I knew it. You 2 must get along well together. We're gonna go play right now. Oh, would you come and play with us?
Don't be so childish. I'm sure heroes like them have important things to do.
Don't be so childish, says the child.
You mean you can't play?
Wouldn't hurt to go play a little, right?
Oh, well, Sorry, could I have a word with you, Traveler?
Chongyun.
They look so excited to play with us, but I'm sure they'll be disappointed if we refuse.
I have time.
Sure, that's fine, but...
Something on your mind?
It's nothing. I'm just a little bit worried. I spend most of my time purging evil spirits and practicing thaumaturgy. And besides my training, I also need to constantly focus deeply on my own emotions to avoid losing control. So, what I mean is that I seldom have time for anything that others would consider fun. I don't even know the first thing about playing with kids. They think we're heroes, so they must be very excited to play with us. But I'm afraid they'll just find me boring.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
Great. That's reassuring. All right. Let's give it a try. But I'll need your help if I don't know what to do.
Yay, they're back! So can we go play now?
Yeah. I'll try.
Yay! No need to be nervous. We're gonna have a blast. Oh, I know. Let's play hide and seek. You'll be the ghost, but, don't peek until you count to 50.
Who? Me?
You might not be familiar with the rules. Let me play the ghost first.
We'll go hide now. You'll have to find all 3 of us if you want to win.
You'll never be able to find me.
You mean we just hide anywhere we want?
Of course, silly. That's the most fun part of the game. But don't follow me. There's only room for 1 person in my secret hiding spot.
All right. but I still don't really know what to do.
Who knows? Maybe you'll be good at this. Just use your imagination. Don't be so serious. Use your imagination.
I'll give it a try.
Yay! Let's go hide. No peeking now.
After counting to 50. Alright. Look for the 3 hidden people. Of course, there's hidden, just a circle. So no indication to where they are, which is perfectly fine. You're playing hide and seek after all.
Get it while it's hot.
Shen the Sharp. I just have to search within the circle here, and I'm sure I will find them.
Try something new at the Wanmin
Whoops,
restaurant.
I have gone outside of the circle.
Made another handsome sum today.
Listen, let me tell you how.
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
The real question is how hidden will they actually be? I have once again left the circle. That is not a very big circle,
Should I try this time?
as it turns out. Meaning it's very easy to get out of it. Hi, Lee. Little Lee.
Huh? You found me? How did you know to look for me here? Hey, you didn't peek, did you?
Well, that was the easiest one. She really wasn't well hidden at all, just gonna be honest. On the other hand, I feel like I've now looked everywhere in the circle area and not seen either of the other two. Oh, hi, Chongyun. Great hiding spot, Chongyun.
You to find me so easily.
It's only your first time. Why would you hide here?
I thought that this would be the perfect spot. In fact, I'm well versed in the methods of locating evil spirits, and I have lots of experience tracking down their hiding spots. This spot is dusty and a bit gloomy, which gives off an unsettling energy. Evil spirits usually prefer such places.
Which you can easily be seen here.
I guess I was so nervous that I neglected the most important thing. Since I've been found, I guess I must admit my defeat. It's a simple game, yet quite intriguing once you begin to play.
Maybe we should play it together again sometime. Good thing you weren't the ghost.
Sure. We could invite more friends to join us. Let's go.
Locate the 3 hidden people. Alright, so there is still one left. Oh, hi, DeLong. There you are. See, now this was actually a good hiding spot. That was actually a good hiding spot. Not gonna lie.
Oh, you found me. I can't believe I lost. I didn't expect you to be so good at this.
After a few more rounds of hide and seek, everyone returns to the kids'
Mommy's
home.
still not back yet. I'm starving. Do you two know how to cook at all?
Don't be so selfish. They played with us for a long time already.
Well, if we played for so long, then a little longer won't hurt.
No, it's alright. But I'm not too picky about the taste of food, as long as it doesn't make me feel unwell.
Unwell? Are you sick? Mommy says you should always take care of yourself.
No, it's not so serious. I just need to be careful about what I eat. For example, noodles with mountain delicacies. The dish tastes great, but I can't eat anything warm. So I came up with my own variation called cold noodles with mountain delicacies.
Oh, cold noodles? That sounds nice and cool. I want to try.
Well, I don't think they taste quite as good as when they're served warm.
No way. I'm sure it's just as good as the popsicles, or even better.
Well...
Time to shine. I'll help prepare the ingredients. Happen to have some ingredients right here.
We can use the kitchen here. I'll prepare the noodles once all the ingredients are ready.
Give the ingredients to Chongyun.
Are all the ingredients ready?
Need meat and flour and mushroom. Use the ingredients to make cold noodles with mountain delicacies.
How does it taste?
You should open a restaurant. It's delicious. It's unique. Texture is different compared to warm noodles.
That's a relief. I'm glad you like it. Let's serve the dish to the kids. I hope they'll like it.
Wow, it tastes amazing. I've never had anything like this before.
You're not only a hero, but also a chef? What a surprise!
Is there more? I want seconds.
Me too, me too!
Whoa, slow down there. There's plenty more.
2 kids enjoy a big meal.
I'm so full. You're so amazing.
Now that we're done, let's play more games!
More
More
games?
games? It's like you're becoming quite popular.
This is completely unexpected for me. I was sure that everyone would just think I'm boring.
No way! You're so much fun! And if you weren't so icy all the time, you'd be even more fun. Come on, let's go! I want to play something else.
Aww. That's cute. Had not been for your invitation, Chongyun would have never imagined that children like him so much. Cute. That was the wrong thing there. I'll take those primos though. Cold noodles with mountain delicacies. Alright. So that gets us to 4 there. 4 with Noelle. We've got Barbara done. Then there's Bennett. Which, I guess in order to figure out what to do with him, I've got to go over to his hangout event set. Adventurous Acquaintance. Branch 1, Branch 2, and Branch 3/4, it says. I see. Okay, I see how that split works now. What about split 2? Oh, good grief. There's so many, like, things to this. No wonder I couldn't figure it out. Well, let's start here. Go back to the Adventurers Guild in Mondstadt. Yeah, I can do the requests and stuff after. Since it's already 5. And I want to do all this and hit it up and stuff before the stream ends. Which, I mean, admittedly, we've got an hour, but it would still be nice to be able to get this out of the way, so.
Oh, it's you! Didn't think I'd be running into you here. I guess it's my lucky day. How are your adventures going lately? Did you come here to get a new commission from Catherine, or to get paid? And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a really exciting adventure lined up, huh?
Nice to meet you, Bennett.
Oh, I'm talking too much, aren't I? I'm sorry. I was just so excited to run into someone I admire so much.
That excited to see me?
maybe a little starstruck too. Of course! You're the mysterious traveler, the hero who quelled the Storm Terror crisis, and the leader of your own adventure team to boot. If I'm being honest, I'm totally jealous of all your achievements.
Serene's adventure team.
Word's been spreading in adventurer circles for a long time now. Your adventure team shows up all over the continent. It might look like you're just handling a bunch of boring commissions, but then, as soon as something big goes down, you're always there.
That's just
anyway,
coincidence.
I just really envy you. You're sort of like the protagonist.
Protagonist's world or something. I love that fourth wall break.
Me, on the other hand, I'm just some unlucky guy. My adventure team even... never mind. I shouldn't get all down in the dumps in front of someone I admire. I should be open to see what I can learn. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask. When you go adventuring later, can I come and watch?
You just want to stand there and watch?
Maybe you don't know. I'm a really unlucky person to have around. If you brought me along on an adventure, my bad luck would probably just screw everything up. I don't want to get you into any trouble. So, just let me watch from the sidelines. That'd be good enough for me.
We could just do something else instead.
Something else?
So this answer is the split between the top one and the second one. If you pick the other one, that splits between the third and the fourth one.
I guess you're right. Even just the chance to talk with you would be great too. Yeah, let's forget about adventuring for now. But, what would we do instead? Apart from going on adventures, the only other thing I do is take care of my dad's in the Adventurers Guild. So, I really can't think of anything else to do besides adventuring.
Let me think about it.
Alright, I feel like whatever we do, as long as you're involved, it'll be totally worth it. But don't forget, I'll be bringing my bad luck with me. So it probably won't be a very fun trip.
Let's see. Okay, so this choice doesn't matter. It also does list out which ones, like, take out hearts, I guess. Which I guess I've never really, like, I've never lost 5 hearts, so I don't know what happens if you run out of them. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to hanging out with someone like me? Seems like the rumors are all true. You really are a nice person able to bring people together. So, where are we gonna go?
So this is the first branch that we've already done. This is apparently the second one. How about walk in the wild?
That's a good idea. For someone like me, I'm actually way more familiar with the wilderness than the city, especially around Mondstadt. I mean,
how bad is his luck gonna be here?
Who was also in the Adventurers Guild. But that's expected, because she works in the intelligence department.
Oh my!
Oh, I know this gorgeous place. It's sort of a dandelion-covered meadow. It's got a great Mondstadt feel. Do you want to check it out?
Can't wait. I can accompany you for a quick look. Can't wait.
I was worried that it wouldn't be your thing. Shall we?
How bad is this gonna go? I can only wonder. What is this? A day trip? Go to the Dandelion Meadow. Alright, where's that? Oh wow, way the heck up there. Good thing I didn't try to walk there. I was like, where's this one at? Way the heck up here. Lynn's trouble. Talk to Lynn. Okay, we'll stop for a second since this is only here for a moment. These quests actually despawn as far as I can tell. Because I have I've gotten these before, gotten up to the NPC, and then it's not there. What are you doing here, traveler? Looking for an apple, but not having much luck so far. Can you help me? I only need 3 apples. Alright, easy peasy. Could definitely already have those. 3 apples. Get that companionship experience. And then quests. And back into, what is this, a day trip? Whoops, wrong button. Go to the Dandelion Meadow. Hello, Ruins Guard. Is this the Sea of Dandelions that was mentioned earlier? I mean, there's certainly valberries here. Hey, there actually are a lot of dandelions here. Whether normal or whether because quest, I don't know. But you know what? I'm gonna take this as a chance. Oh, see, these don't actually count as dandelions. I guess that makes sense. They're not as big as the usual dandelions are. That's unfortunate. Is this definitely the right place? Not quite what I expected.
What happened? It wasn't like this the last time I saw it. The dandelions are all stripped bare of seeds.
Ah, okay, yep, they're already...
Was there a windstorm?
I see that.
Or did some strange creature come by? I'm so sorry. Bringing you all this way for only you to end up saying nothing.
It's fine. We still got to go out for a nice walk. We've got the place to advance next time. Could have predicted this. I need to apologize.
Oh, that's true. But then again, the unpredictable is to be expected when my luck's involved. Well, there's not much reason to stay here anymore. But how about we take a walk around the area? Maybe we'll find something interesting.
Company Bennett on a walk. I had honestly not even noticed that the dandelions had all been stripped of seeds until after he mentioned that.
Hey, do you see that? There's a monster camp up ahead. I can see a whole load of treasure chests with no monsters guarding them.
That feels a bit off.
I was hoping I'd get a chance to flex my muscles a bit. Where did all the monsters go? This is weird. For me, this kind of good fortune is super rare. It must be because you're here. Let's go check it out. Ooh, I wonder what goodies are hidden in those chests.
Open all the treasure chests. Cabbage. I'm not even sure what was in that one. It looks like Mora, but...
This chest's so empty. It looks like there's nothing good left in them.
Radish. Where's the last chest? Oh, it's there.
Is that it? What a letdown.
So cabbage.
We didn't miss any, right?
I wonder there were no monsters guarding them. Please, there was nothing good at all. I wonder there were no monsters guarding them.
What's the problem? We got so much stuff today. We should be happy. How come you look so down?
Does this mean usually?
Chests are always like this, aren't they? A few loose mora, occasionally a cabbage, maybe a radish or something. A bit of mora and some ingredients to fill our stomachs. That's good enough for me. The kind of chests you mentioned that have weapons, artifacts, or some other treasures inside, aren't they super, super rare? I've only seen them in places that are so dangerous you'd have to risk life and limb to get there.
Oh no. Means you don't have good luck. Sure, you're quite right.
So let's not ask for too much. Let's keep walking. Who knows when the monsters might return.
Oh
Shall
dear. Apparently that's good in his view. Oh boy. That's kind of funny. Just gonna be honest. And some mobs. Have nothing to do with the quest. It can't talk to Bennett because I'm in combat with these guys that are in no way related to the quest. They're just obnoxious and annoying.
It's so nice here. The breeze is so comforting. Really lifts my mood. I've been adventuring alone for a long time. It feels so nice to have company. Honestly, I miss it a lot. Oh, not that I'm super lonely or anything. I've got my dads to keep me company when I'm not out adventuring. Actually, did I tell you about my dads already? Back in the day, they were all great adventurers. They've got so many cool stories. They were the ones who rescued me from a perilous place when I was just a baby. And together, they raised me. Now, they're all old and frail. Some of them can't even walk by themselves anymore. So, it's my turn to take care of them. I'd love to take you to meet them sometime. You'd be blown away by some of their stories.
Isn't that tough on you? It's like there's a lot I can learn.
Absolutely. I picked up most of my adventure expertise from them. They're incredible. By the way, you did bring a wind glider with you today, right? The weather is so nice and the wind is perfect. Why don't we take the chance to go for a glide?
The weather's so nice, he says. And then it starts raining. What happened to the weather? Your bad luck is getting ridiculous. What happened to the weather?
Sorry, I didn't see this coming. Not to this extent, at least.
I'll admit, I thought that was just random coincidence, but that it makes perfect sense that it would start raining now.
Seems that we'd better give up on that idea. Let's go do something else.
Poor Bennett.
Bennett! So there you are.
Hi, Jack. Is something going on? Are you here to see me?
Some of the older adventurers in the guild are really hurting from their arthritis again. It could be because of the humidity today.
You mean my dad's? That's too bad. They'll need someone to take care of them.
Well, you're the one who usually looks after them, right? They're all asking for you.
Okay, I'll be right over. Oh, wait.
It's okay, this is important. I'll see you next time we get a chance.
Yeah, thanks for understanding. Though, I feel pretty bad leaving you here.
We'd better hurry back. They're all waiting for you.
Okay, sure. Well, I have to go now.
Bang.
Let me treat you to something next time. Bye.
Poor Bennett. Archaic Lord of Lightning and Blitz. The misfortune of great enough magnitude to change even the weather. Oh no.
The weather suddenly brightened up the second Bennett left.
Okay, that's even funnier. The weather brightened up as soon as he left. Witness the awesome meteorological power of Bennett's phenomenally bad luck. Oh my god, I love that. That's so good. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's amazing. That was great. That was great. I saw that quest and I went, okay, or the achievement, I went, okay, what's that from? His luck is so bad. His bad luck has the power to change the weather. Poor Benny. Probably not gonna get anything good off this. Nope. So I had just gotten, I think, Noelle off of it, like 2 or so wishes ago. So I kind of figured I was probably gonna just continue to get 3 stars for a bit. So poor Benny, though. He has such bad luck that even the weather will change. That's some pretty ridiculous bad luck right there. So it makes you wonder, though, does that mean that all of his dads in the Adventurers Guild, the condition they're in, is all because of him? Is his luck so bad that it actually hurt them? If so, that's really sad. So that iron there was inside of the ground. So that was interesting. Right then. So I've still got these couple of quests that are down here somewhere. I believe one of them was right here. Because I remember that I needed to teleport there. We can finish off these quests and stuff before we finish. Maybe even turn around and finish the thing. Oh, Daddy coming back. Oh, hello, nice to meet you. About the silk flowers. I have 70 of them. And I can easily get more. Um, 10 iron trucks for Han Fang, which is all the way up there. So we'll stop at the Wangshu Inn first for this bounty. Then we'll worry about that. Whoops, wrong button. Gotta use that elemental sight. Don't know if the horsetails count as leeway items or not. Ah, I gotta kill the Pyro Whopper Flower, huh? Should be... Actually, should be really easy. Because of the rain. Rain kind of showed up at like the perfect time. Seems especially weak to cryo attacks. Not sure how you figured that out from us fighting the thing, but sure. That's just the way it works. It's like Electro doesn't affect it. So it's a stone lava churl, which I guess isn't too bad. I probably I'm probably gonna want to consider grabbing Noelle instead of this group. Thyroid is not affected by Electro, that's right. So I'm probably going to want to go ahead and grab Noelle.
As you wish. Oh, is it time for me to...
Since I can't just do that. I can't just electrocharge it to death.
I must leave no... As a dutiful
Which is a little obnoxious, because that's what I would normally do in this situation, is just electrocharge it to death. Since it's immune to electro, that doesn't help any.
Steady as...
Unfortunately, the thing is level 66. It's gonna take a little bit to kill it. I don't think Vaporize actually does any damage, unfortunately. Now, unfortunately, I don't currently have any cryo users that are very good.
No stone unturned.
Diona's level 60, but against level 66, it's not going to help much. So...
Let's dance.
I'm actually doing about the same amount of damage with Hu Tao as I am with Noelle. I'm just doing it faster.
Leave it up to me.
Good grief. The hand is starting to hurt a bit from mashing these buttons though. This is why I stopped playing Hyrule Warriors a lot. Maybe Vaporize is doing damage. I don't know if Vaporize actually does damage.
As a dutiful maid would, I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs...
But here I can get big damage. Like right now, Diona's like the only real cryo I have at level 6, you know, and she's level 60. At least he's not immune to Pyro, though. There we go. We got him. It was a little difficult, but we got him. For sure, you know, he'd probably have taken... Like, if I had, like, a Chongyun that was high level... I probably could have been dealing like ridiculous damage, but oh well, it's fine. I know for a fact people could be like, "Oh, play Chongyun." Yeah, I mean I could, but that requires me to play Chongyun. And I'm happy right now with these characters. So there's a lot of stuff around here that I think is Leeway specific. I think the Glaze Lilies are. And there's the Julian Chilies, so berries are not, unfortunately. Nor is anything that comes out of any of this here. That's fine. But iron chunks. 10 freaking iron chunks. Should be enough. I hope my skills aren't too rusty now. Hero in training. Nice. And that is complete 30 requests. Nice. Now I've got the complete 3 bounties, or 3 requests. Yeah, I've got 12 months at local specialties. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to back out, and I hit the back out button one too many times. Let's see. No, the glazed lilies don't count, because I was at 12 and I picked up 1 glazed lily. I'm still at 12. Oh no, right. I was looking at the wrong one. So they do count. Got it. I was at 8, and now I'm at 11. I was looking at the Mondstadt one. Not the Liyue one. So I mean, you know, glazed lilies, Julian chilies, things that are around here are Liyue specific. Here in Shinsei Village. Most of them, anyway. Not everything is, but most of the stuff here is. I don't need to even fight you. Just looking to see if there's anything else. More glazed lilies and stuff. I don't know if there's anything else in here, but at this point, like, I don't know if there's like any more spots with the glazed chilies or the glazed lilies. Glazed chilies. I mean, yes, I need both of them, so I guess that works. The Julian chilies and the glazed lilies. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, glazed lily over here. What is this thing? Ah. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen with this team. Blowing up 5 exploding barrels. Because that's gonna need like an archer character.
Quit it!
Because otherwise that's gonna keep happening.
My time.
Hitao died. But I'm not even sure how to go about doing that because I'm guessing that they're gonna be on these green platforms. Let's see. So I got some time. Yeah, they're all on these green platforms. That one's... Yeah, I'm guessing you have to do them also in order to be able to do it. Let's see. Let me bring Amber. I mean, the first one's not hard, obviously. Because I can do that from there. And I fly up. But then the problem comes, how do I get that one? Maybe I can go to the next. And then shoot it from above? I can't. It's too far down. And you can't, like, use your bow. Like, this isn't Breath of the Wild where you can, like, you know, use the bow in, like, the air. Oh, wait. Hang on. Like that. By jumping onto this platform. I have no idea. Because even then the problem is still the last platform. But you're gonna explode the barrel and then what? Like how do you avoid that explosion?
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Like I can go over here. I can hit that one. And I come up here. Ow, by the way. I can hit this one. Thank you, wind current. But how do I get to that one? Oh wait, this wind current will take me up? Okay. Whee!
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
I don't know. Cause that doesn't work. Noelle's skill can prevent knockback? Alright. Let's try that then.
Steady as stone.
That does work, in fact. Until it wears off.
Leave it all to me.
There we go. Yeah, I would never have figured that out. Cause I'm like, I have to do it from an area where I don't take the knockback. You know? I would never have been able to figure that out. Like, maybe the way I was doing it might have worked eventually if I, like, went to using the keyboard or something. So I could shoot faster. Because, I mean, I probably could take the last hit and I'd probably get knocked down and die. But I still would have gotten it, you know? But, like, that was the only thing I could think of. I'm going, there's got to be some way to do this without losing a character. So, but that worked. And claim the reward for that. Also, I accidentally closed out of that. Because I hit the wrong buttons. Geo Treasure Compass. I have to remember where I had to make that. Was that the Forge or Alchemy? Let's try the Forge first, since it's right here. I think it was the Forge, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I need more of that stuff. The crystal chunks. Those should not be too difficult. The golden insignias, I might be fine. Probably not. I'm gonna need more of those for sure. Probably almost for sure. I was thinking like, oh, I can use the alchemy and level them up, but I don't know if I have enough to make 10. I definitely have a lot of insignias. I just don't know if I have enough to make 10. All we can do is find out. Start from the bottom and work our way up. Well, this, I can make 20 of these. Oh, hey, I made 22. Good. So that helps more. Okay, so I just need to make, what, 9 of these? Because I needed 10. So there we go. That works. That did it. So yeah, I just need the crystal chunks now. Which I'll get a few from expeditions.
Someone.
Not yet.
But I can also get some from the ore deposits. Which there's one right here.
I'll catch up.
Right over there. If I really need them, I know I can go to Storm Terror's lair and get a bunch there. If I like hunt enough. Oh. That wasn't even the one that was on the map. That's funny. It wasn't even the one the map was pointing to. It just happened to be that there was one there. And there's one over here.
Want to taste of my hammer? Have a little taste.
Hey, this is my friend. This is one of the Yaksha's like temples. Dudes, get out of here.
I'll catch up.
Where did he go? He like bounced upwards, I guess. Ow. Yes, there's still another alive? Or something? No?
Someone needs assistance.
The music has stopped playing, so I guess not. Maybe that was just residue. Can get some of the lotus heads though. Those are Liyue specialties as well. I will pick them up while I'm right here next to some spots where I can. Hi, treasure chest. I was literally standing next to it and I didn't even see it until the freaking thing popped up around it. Like, I literally did not even see it. And I was just like, all of a sudden the thing glows and I'm like, oh, hi. Must be down here. Even further down? Is there a further down? And underneath? Oh yeah, okay, over here. I see. Maybe I see? Oh yeah. It's down here. I get it. Oh my god, Abyss Mages! really have no interest in fighting you right now. Hey, Dr. Lucas Jade. I like almost never find any of that. I need to actually find where to get some of that from. Like, I know there's a big, like, Dr. Lucas Jade deposit somewhere in the world. I just don't know where. I'm at I'm only at 19? That's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. I guess I really haven't been collecting any Liyue specialty items around here. I'll seize it down there. Go down into the hole. Fight some Geo Slimes. I guess my plunging attack must have done a bunch of damage to these things. Here's some more. Dr. Lucas Jade. Now they're immune to the, like, breastplate, but the breastplate still heals, even when they're immune, so... in case anybody's wondering why I'm using breastplate against Geo Slimes. Because even though they're immune, it still heals, and I did need some health. So, give me them crystal chunks, and that's what I'm actually after. Just so happens that crystal chunks tend to be in large quantities with the mystical crystal chunks as well.
Not so hard!
Hop. I like that when the Animo Slimes are in the air, if you hit them with a, like, sharp weapon of some kind, they, like, pop. Which is really cool. Like, it's a really neat idea. Oh, here's another one all the way over here. Oh, there's a couple of them. So a couple more of them that are marked on the map. I'll keep hunting them. I mean, the mystical crystal chunks are good, so... they make many mystical gems. And those are good gems to have. It says it's below me. Oh, I see it. Okay. I was slightly concerned that it meant, like, really far below. Like, actually, like, underground here, but no, it's above. You know, I just realized something I never did is finish the shrines. Like, I never did finish the shrines. What shrines did I have left, I wonder? Was it this one? No? Because I don't have all the shrine keys in Liyue yet. So I remember seeing one of these mentioning that there were shrine keys. Which So I know I'm not in Liyue anymore, but I swear that the thing that, like, reminded me of that was not in Liyue either, which confuses me. Maybe, obviously it must be. I'm still missing 3 shrine keys, I think. Right? I thought I was. So I remember seeing a domain that was like, oh, you do this and you'll get like 3 shrine keys. I'm like, what? So now I don't even see it. I'm very confused. Maybe I did, I just don't remember. I don't even know anymore. Apparently I haven't done Midsummer Courtyard. Ascend, clear the ruins. Maybe this is the domain I was thinking of. But this doesn't give the shrine keys. Yeah, I definitely, like, I was definitely thinking it was one of these domains. I was like, oh hey, you know, looking through these kinds of domains and it shows up. Might have been an Ascension quest. Oh, you know what? That might be what that is. That might be an Ascension quest. Ascend, clear the ruins. Probably, it's probably what that is. Ascend, clear the ruins. It's probably the Ascension. Star Snatch, Cliff, and Mondstadt. Okay, yeah, I think that's what that is. So maybe I have gotten them all. I don't know. I don't remember at this point. Well, yeah, I've hit them in general. Hit them with a weapon attack. True, all the weapons are sharp in some way, so I guess it would be just any weapon attack. Let me open up Festering Fang, because there are 3 fangs that I need to find. And I'm assuming one of them is here, underneath this ice here. To get that, I need to get past these guys. So I have to come over here, I have to grab this. And then without getting frozen, or attacking them, I have to come over here and open that. Strange Tooth. Also, there's a chest. Oh my god, go away. I really don't want to fight you guys. I'm not in the mood. Assistance. I'll take me up and over and got it. Okay, they finally went away. Good grief. Okay, I really just did not want to deal with them. I still have no idea how to get to that, though. Like, it's too high up. And there aren't any, like, animagrammas around here. I mean, maybe those ones could get me it if I got that one last. Let's see. Okay, right button, please work. Like, seriously. It's so annoying that it keeps just like stop, like it keeps stop working. Not proper English, but don't know the way to proper English that sentence. There we go. I got it. I didn't even see those guys at first. That's why. For another 3 strange teeth. I love that I'm killing this guy through the cage. I love that I just killed that guy through the cage. So there's another 2 somewhere around here. It says. Not quite sure where. That is not who I thought it was. I thought that was Hu Tao.
I'll catch up. Steady as stone.
It turns out that it was not Hu Tao at all. Found it. Cool. And there's another tooth that is 900 meters in that direction. Ah! It's all the way over there. Good. Oh, it's next to that guy. Well. Oh, it's protected by this guy, I bet.
Let it rain. As a good night should. I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
Since he had pyro from that, I figured that was a good time to hit him with some electro. Bop. Nope. Well, the electro, thank you. Just gotta keep picking up the Scarlet Quartz. There we go.
Someone needs assistance.
Got the tooth. Killed meat. I need that actually. But now where's the spot where I can freaking warm up? Right here. Actually. I was a little concerned that the devs had somehow forgotten to put something in this area, but they had not. So at least there's that.
Keep up with me.
So I mean, I still need the Northlander polearm billet. And I still need enough star silver ore, but that's fine. How did you... So I need this chilled meat anyway, so figure this is a good way to collect some. There is some here. I see that there. That's probably something. Trying to figure out where the nearest scarlet quartz even is. Ooh, another chilled meat that I missed. I will take it. I guess I aggroed something without realizing. Yeah, it's a common chest. Oh, is it this guy?
I must leave no stove.
That claymore damage going. I put out the fire somehow?
Time to clean up.
Fine.
Let it rain.
I should light the fire, hopefully. I did, actually, interestingly enough. For a second, and that went back out again. Oh my god. That was kind of hilarious. It must have been my, the barrier itself that put it out. Which is fine. Elemental reaction and all that, so. I assume these are going to be, what, cryo? Yeah. But, there's a Sealy over here. Ow! Thanks, game. How woot! Oh, I have to... Oh, that is connected to the Sealy. That's annoying. I'm confused. Sealy went to the torch? What am I doing here? What is this? Am I supposed to be using the Sealy to, like, unlock this stuff or something? I am confused. He goes by that one, I guess? But how do I get this one? Oh, wait. The same way. I like this. This probably unlocks my ability to hit that cryo statue, now that I think about it. Yep, okay. Now that I've done that, now I need the cryo character for the statue itself. And then, I don't know, is it going to end up as a boss fight of some kind, maybe? Or is it just a chest? Nope, just 3 chests. Cool. I'm fine with this. Never seen these Sealy get used in that way before, I'll be honest. But unfortunately, that means I can't take that Sealy back to the other garden that I had seen. So, rip that. Do need some star silver. I need 50 of it, in fact. And then after that, I will need the Northland billet thing. Which, I mean, as far as I'm aware, the only way to get that now, because I've already bought those, is from just hoping for a random drop chance. Which is really obnoxious. Oh, this isn't warming me up, I just realized. I kind of assumed that, you know, the fire torch would warm me up. So I was standing next to it. It wasn't until after I noticed that my screen was freezing over that I went, wait a minute. Why am I not warming up?
Leave it all to me. Someone needs...
And kill this Cryosyssin mage since I'm right here. Kind of a neat idea though, the whole Cryosyssin mage. Since up until this point they had all been Electro. It's like, yeah, you know that thing that you fought many times that was Electro always? Here's a new version of it. It's like, cool. I like it. It's neat. Yeah, I mean, I think I've done about everything that I can until I just get enough Star Silver and I get that, the pole arm. Which, in order to get that, I'm going to have to go do the bosses. Which, in order to do that, I mean, yeah, I can do Storm Terror on my own. But I'm going to need to bring in Andrew, probably, for the other ones. You know, for the, like, for the Gold House, for example. You know, I can probably just co-op and then match up the Gold House. If you haven't seen this area yet, though, this area is kind of spooky looking. Is it? Where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, I gotta go this way to get to the spooky part. But like, these are like dragon bones, basically, from what it seems like. Then over here, underneath the dragon bones, there is this place. And I assume this is going to come into play at some point in some part of these quests, but I don't know. But, you know, it's like a heart. It is spooky. Yeah, they are dragon bones. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that they are dragon bones. But as far as the stream and VOD and all that go, I think this is where I'm going to end off at. Ooh, is this a skull up here? Because this is like the dragon's skull up here, maybe? I think it is. Yeah, this is his skull right here. Look at that! Oh my god! That is legitimately a dragon skull right there. Holy crap, I love it. And a big dragon! Like, that is a big dragon.
I must leave.
There's a chest right there, apparently.
As a good knight should.
It's kind of funny, though, if you think about the fact that Geo is sort of its own weakness. Not funny, but it's, like, it's interesting, you know? It's kind of interesting how Geo is itself its own weakness. But also, it's interesting that they didn't use the... maybe it's different in, like, Chinese traditions and myths and stuff, but, like, most of the things that I've ever, like, grown up with, like, the Geo, the earth element, has always been weak to fire. Also, I don't have a fire character to deal with this guy, so this could be a problem. I guess it's always super conduct if I do it right. Yeah, nope, that doesn't... like, it does, but it doesn't at the same time, so... I can't get to this chest right now because I don't have I don't have, pyro. Like, even if I kill this guy, I don't know that I can kill the cryo enemy over here. Yeah. Hydro does nothing. Which is why I was so annoyed at Child's quest line. Because it was like, here, fight this, you know, cryo Fatui. I'm like, how? Water not good against cryo? What do you want from me, game? No, I guess I can just deal enough. Like, I'm dealing enough damage with Noelle, so it worked out fine. Noelle's almost level 80, so that's going to be pretty good when I get there. I do see a Crimson Agate somewhere around here, up that way.
I'll catch up.
I would eventually like to find all of them. This is probably something I'll focus on, like, off camera, because I don't think people particularly care about watching. And while I could understand, like, oh, you know, it could help because, you know, just people can, like, use it as, like, a guide. Like, I'm not, like, you really can't use my video as a guide just because, like, I found all of them all over the place in many streams. So there isn't, like, one that you can, like, look at and be like, oh, here's a guide that, you know, tells you where they are or whatever, so... here's a Scarlet Quartz over here, actually. Because I saw this ice over here. Just a common chest, but that's fine. Yeah, the sheer cold is a very annoying mechanic, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I get it, and it works, but it's kind of an annoying mechanic. It's more annoying than it is fun to deal with. Just gonna be honest. If people dislike me saying that, then fine, but... that is my opinion. I know, how dare you have an opinion on the internet, right? I don't know what you're doing up there, sir, but you're shaking my screen somehow? That makes me question. Ooh, Sealy. Sealy is warmth. Okay, game, thank you. Don't mind if I grab the Sealy. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off here. Whenever I do make the lance, I will do it. I will make sure to do it on stream. But I don't think I'm going to be getting to it anytime soon, so I have no idea what that did, by the way. Like, I hit a switch, but it doesn't seem like the switch did much of anything.
Someone needs assistance.
Maybe I'm confused. Oh, and it wore off already. So yeah, there's either more switches that I'm not seeing or something. I don't know. Oh, there's one up there with an electro. I'm betting all of these are connected in some way. I don't know. The pyro one wore off before I got the electro one off. So I literally can't tell. Probably I can shoot it with an arrow from here and then immediately get the electro one off. Oh, there's another electro one over there. Okay. Should have done the pyro one first. Clearly that involves, you know, aiming with the controller here. Thing that controllers are not necessarily meant to do. Ah, there we go. Got it. More switches. Alright, but anyway, I'm going to end the things off here. I hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe if you're watching this over on YouTube. And if you are, check the video description down below, because there will be a link to the playlist where you can get caught up on any of the episodes you missed. There's also a link to both the Discord and the stream down there as well, where you can come out, hang out with us, chat, etc. Because these are streamed live over at twitch.tv/SereneInc. And with that, I'm just gonna get this chest open here, and then I will see you guys next time. See you later. I don't think we've got enough. No, we don't have enough primos for another wish. That would have been fun to end it on, but we don't.